Hello everyone, welcome back into the AEL University CS2 of the Elite Series. We're gonna have an absolutely banger of a night. My name is Mr. CK with the one and only Matty. How you doing?
I'm doing so good. Thanks for asking. And I'm so keen to get into tonight's games. We got some fun times ahead. And speaking of fun things, we got some fun sponsors to talk about right now. First off, it's none other than AGON by AOC, the gaming monitor partner who provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs. And next up, don't forget it, it's Indomie, the noodle partner. Made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices, a plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au.
Sounds absolutely amazing. And of course, getting into the standings of tonight and everything else that's been happening. Look at this. UNSW leading the way on that top spot, followed by RMIT, Monash, Adelaide University on two massive wins with UOM and UC trailing in at the bottom here. It is unbelievable, and I gotta say, like, I never expected for the teams to come in like this because the first season of this was definitely different. But talking about different schedules is the next thing that we want to get into right now, don't we, Matty?
Oh yeah, we do. We're gonna see. First game of the night, UNSW taking on Adelaide University to kick things off here. Very keen to see how UNSW fare there, guys. I think they're the top contender at the moment by rounds. Definitely keen on that. But 8 p.m, RMIT taking on UOM. Will RMIT be able to further cement themselves in the top side of the leaderboard here, or will UOM hit them with a nasty surprise? Finalising the night, though, we've got Monash taking on UCID in our final clash.
It's gonna be a really good one. I'm actually really looking forward to see what Adelaide University can bring onto the top one. But of course, let's quickly get into the players representing UNSW side. You got Ming, Kras, Gibbs, Huang, and Septic. And on the opposing side, you have Adelaide University representative Spec, Nath, Shug, Crash, and HazDaddy. Like, these are the players that we have seen quite well performing on both sides. If last week was not enough for you to be convinced that this has some really good, fantastic players that's being able to, swing every time around, just the least that you expect, then you're in for an absolute treat because, we've already seen UNSW, right? They don't need any more further introduction when it comes down to it. You all know, Huang, goes really hard all the time by himself, and the rest of his team, it's just, a very good synergy. Adelaide University on the other side, gotta say, the big man himself, Shug, has been carrying the rest of Adelaide University on his shoulders, and people like Crash, HazDaddy, Nate, and Spec has really added to the rest of the, I guess, the extra comfort zone. You know how Shug is at the bottom, he's carrying everyone, and now everyone else are slowly getting off from that carry, and they are slowly, pulling him up as well. It's really good to see.
Yeah, really good to see, and very eager to see they are going to be able to be up to the task here, carrying their team to the greatest heights. As I'm sure they've got plenty in store, Mr. ZK. But you know what I like thinking about, Richard. I like thinking about what else is in store here for the rest of the matchup. I think we could have some fun maps on the cards here. We might have AMA, we might have There's Ancient, our first map of the night. So maybe it is AMA tonight, or maybe it's tomorrow. Nah, we'll find out. But we're starting off with your absolute favorite for the beginning here.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, if we do have a all day or like a bam, like like it could just be like that. Last week we had a Dust 2, which swung differently than we would have expected, but also it was a very different play from UNSW as well. They fell behind on Anubis. I don't think they were also prepared as such a quick turnaround from the opposing side. And I think this is going to be a week where they're going to have to readjust into that because, say, for example, last week we've seen RMIT, fall to Adelaide University. And they've always been the premier team. And that was Dust 2. It was their pick. They could have went either, we go straight into playing Anubis or, something that we're good at. Or, the Ancient, it was in the end. But they said, no, we're going to go Dust 2. So it was very interesting to see. And now Yeah, we'll see what happens because this ancient, it's something that Adelaide University has been doing quite well on the defending side. On the attacking side, I'm still 50-50 about it. But I have never seen UNSW play a ton of ancients, so we'll see what the insight is all going to be.
Yeah, we're going to get all the insights deep into their strategy when we get into that one there. Always got to start it off with the knife, though. You know, you're going to play that final game of knifey spoony. See who's going to find the finest slash there. Maybe, you know, we'll get the scalpels ready. That'd be cool. You know, they put a little scalpel meme knife in the game. I think that'd be quite hilarious, to be honest. They did something silly like that for an April Fool's update, you know?
You know what would be great?
Maybe.
What would be great is they hear me out on this. Imagine for the knife round, you take away the knife, everybody gets a big spoon, right? Like a big spoon. And when you do normal like, you know, left clicks, right? Left clicks is just, you know, it's like sort of like the airplane, right? But then the alternate click is where you pull back and you go, here comes the airplane, bang, like that's what it is. And if you go from the back, like it's sort of like, you know, how they trick babies from behind. It's like, here comes the airplane from behind, and you have like this arm that goes around and you know, and force feed. Like that's just an imagination that I have being a daddy. But like, you know, it could be done.
Yeah, it could be done. You know, there's definitely an abundance of possibilities there, and keen to see if it's going to be little scalpels, little spoons, or whatever could be coming in the future. You know, yeah, maybe they just turn it into lightsabers or something ridiculous. You know? Maybe everyone gets fire hands. You know, someone says "Save me, Mario" or something. Who knows? Anything's possible, man. Anything's possible.
Hey, looking forward to it. You know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Like, you know, when the idea comes into realization, and then enough people has heard, and they're like, you know what, that sounds like a great idea. Like that's when we start popping off. I do remember, you know, back in the days when you can customize more on the modding side of 1.3, 1.5. Man, people just had everything for a knife. You know, you've seen banana, you've seen fish, you've seen like banjos and stuff. I miss those days. I do miss it. Like, it feels like, yes, we're in a strange time where it's all like, you know, the latest cool skins and all that. But like, what happened to those wacky things? You know? Like, why was that not a full thing?
Yeah, it really takes me back as well, honestly, to the old 1.6 and Source days, you know, where you could put like your own custom skins into the game, as opposed to now where you know, the skins are in the game without modding things up. And I guess it takes me back to when, you know, you had your own sprays in the game. You know, you could have your own like team's logo, put that on the wall or something. Yeah. Just fun stuff like that. But obviously, for maybe obvious reasons, that isn't in the game.
Well, like, hey, look. Yeah, well, we could see it, right? We've got the premier OCE player that we've all come to love because he's, you know, in his own words, yeah, just very juicy at all times. So definitely why we can't have good things anymore. But also it goes to talk that the game has now officially, you know, it's just they have evolved. We're in a time where games consistently evolve into the better, right? Not into the worst. Like, you know, our premier games that you don't mess around with that much. Yes, it does come with some faults here and there, but no, it does become better and better. And with time, it's great to see.
Yeah, it is great to see, isn't it? And I can't wait to see what else is going to be in store heading into the future of gaming in general. You know, with the new next generation graphics being released, consoles for that matter. You know,
Ooh,
I saw this PS5 Pro released recently. That looks like a big upgrade there, you know, for the PlayStations. But we'll see what's in store in the PC lineup. You know, I know that there's the 5000 series of graphics coming through, so definitely keen to see, I guess, what things look like. And it really makes me think of, I suppose, the capabilities of technology in terms of like CS heading into the future, right? Because obviously the engine upgraded from CSGO to CS2 and things look great, but I feel like maybe heading in the future they could even take it one step further. You know, with I suppose all this AI technology coming out as well, they might have some advancements they can do to some little things there through implementing AI to help or all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's a room of possibilities. You know, it's all just one big brainstorm at the moment, but we won't find out till we find out. You know what? Actually, maybe when they release their new Half-Life product, which is apparently in the pipeline. Who knows? It's
Oh
all
god.
rumor mill. You know how it goes. But
Yeah.
if they release that, then maybe we'll see an advancement in like the CS engine as well.
Yeah, like we've been fooled for like what 2 decades now into the
Yeah.
Half-Life pipeline. Yeah. Hey, look, I'm glad that I can play Half-Life Alex with my VR. That's always good to play. But at the end of the day, what surprises me the most is that we never got CS on the consoles. That's always surprised me. Like with how far technology has come around, I would have. Yeah, all the
Yeah, I
Xbox.
think it's on the original Xbox. Remember CS Condition Zero?
Oh,
I
yeah,
think it's on Xbox, the original.
yeah.
That's the
That's
only
why.
one, though.
Yeah, but like that's something that I have missed. So I'm not sure what's happening. So like it's kind of disappointing that in the latest generation of consoles that's gonna cost over $1,000 without a disc drive. Like I'm very surprised that we don't have a collaboration to bring it into the mass context of consoles as well, because people love getting onto the latest COD or anything else, but they will refuse to be like, oh, I'm gonna pop over to CS and just have some fun. Like I don't know, someone needs to talk to Lord Gaben, and they need to get into it and get a good deal. So the first game that you download is CS, like because it should be free, but like like you just play it and you can just always lobby up. That's something that I want to see come on own consoles, every one of them, and that anyone can pick up, so I don't have to keep going back and forth to hero shooters as well. That's just a personal opinion.
Well, maybe there's hope in that respect, right? Because if someone can email like Gaben to get access to one of Valve's other games, then maybe there's
True.
hope yet, Richard.
True.
Don't knock it until you see for yourself. But nah, we'll see what happens. I'm definitely keen for, like I said, whatever's in store here, or in store for the future. And I guess it makes me think, heading into the future, what things might be like in terms of, I guess, advancements in Steam Deck, for example. And maybe we could see more flexibility with stuff like that, for CS or other games. By the way, just an update about this game. It looks like we've got a sub coming in for Juan. It is a sub agent is coming in for Juan this time around. So, just an update for all of you. If you're wondering, where's Juan? Well, agent is coming in for them this time around. Definitely get keen to see Agent 47 Hitman in the server.
That's good. I actually really enjoy Hitman games. I really do. Yeah, like I remember, what was it? There was when the episode 1 first came out, I bought it instantly. I really enjoyed that map. And then episode 2 and 3, I like eventually got to around after leaving it for like more than 9 months, and I was like, oh yeah, this game exists, But yeah, it's always been a good game, and of course, shout out to the movie or the cutscene. I think the cutscene I enjoyed way more than the movie, because the cutscene is like you see like rocket launchers, like knives, you see everything being brought out, and being agent, it just kind of a badass. Like it's cool. I really want to see more of those kind of games being loved all around. But more than anything, like our competitions are about to be sorted. I think they are just ready on their way. And talking about Steam Deck back then,
Oh yeah,
someone has a Steam Deck for more than a year now, and it's great. But with that being said, though, it looks like we are getting ourselves ready. The game is coming alive. I think, yeah, we're gonna get the knife round. So I think
it's live. You sure?
Yeah.
Don't jinx. Nah, it is live, everybody. We're in the knife right now. They've got their scalpels out, ready to slice and dice CSC. They can commit an atrocity to the sniper's nest here. And it is Adelaide taking point on pretty much every kill there. They have lost Spec, but they've only got Gibbs to deal with. Say goodbye to Gibbs, and hello to Sidepick coming out for Adelaide here. So, where are they going to go? CTD. Will they stay? Will they go? That's the big question.
I think it actually can be anything here, because Adelaide, they play really well on CT side. So like if they want to access to early pressure, yeah, they can just switch to CT instantly. Okay, it looks like that's going to be the case. But I was not going to rule out that they try their hands add a T quick play into UNSW, seeing that like we have not seen enough UNSW on Ancient. So by default, like yeah, they're gonna take the more safer route. We'll just see what's gonna be the play here from UNSW. I would really like to see this kind of map and this kind of pressure coming in, especially since we've seen UNSW play a ton of Anubis, and as there is going to be the full failure, they're going to quickly find HazDaddy and spec and open up the full side. But look at the rotation, look at the moves. This is a classical UNSW play around the map.
Yeah, just going around the world, aren't they? See if they can get pulled up into it now. UNSW straight to the plant, and will be planting their enemies in the ground as well. Gibbs, solid shots, locks them out, and we'll find the first round there. UNSW on top.
Yeah, that's as soon as UNSW opened up mid, they said, all right, usually people will go and rotate into the A side, and then they said, no, we're straight up B. Like it's cool. That's just the way it is, and it's always excellent to see that kind of decision making, because it was fast, it was precise. Now they've got the Galils and the Max out. There's only going to be the one nade coming in from Adelaide University. HazDaddy and Shug, they are going to be camped out in with a smoke. It's cool. And all this kind of shenanigan with the defense is great, but Cross leading that way with the Galil is going to make it all that difficult. Yes, you see a massive smoke right in front of you, but do you go for it? Probably not. Like, there is no point for UNSW to commit to anything like that.
Yeah, no point to really push the issue there, is it? But we'll see if there is going to be a commitment heading through towards the B side in a second. He's set up the util just in case anyone's around the corner. CP's camped out towards the sniper's nest in mid there, so they can sit pretty for the moment. Get that bomb straight down, and Adelaide going to be forced to try and play for other exits, or just play for life, I suppose. Agent, though, getting real close. Crash might have the angle here in CT spawn. Not looking for them, have been found, though. Nice trade, Crash gets it. It's going to be a worthy endeavour, but Crash finally gets taken out as well. They can't pick up the weapon here. T's have scope of where the CTs can potentially be, so they have to fight for it if they want another gun at this time. Do manage to get the Mac 10 though, so that's alright, but not getting anything from it. So UNSW will be able to stumble through, take a second, only losing one player there. Adelaide now going to be on track for the bye, and ready to see if they are ready to jump into this one with full confidence.
Yeah, that was a very interesting setup. I think Adelaide University is trying to commit a bait and to play into the egos of UNSW. But UNSW, like, they're very professional when it comes down to these kind of decisions. When you throw something out like that, it's not going to be as easy of a bait. As they quickly clear the smoke, Cross is just going to make sure that he gets a little bit of play, but he has been smoked out once again. They don't want to keep that mid pressure in. They don't want to keep that away. Gibbs, meanwhile, going to smoke out. A very dangerous angle being taken here by HazDaddy. He needs back up, and Spec is going to clean up a double, but it is traded back completely. And so, it's still a 3v3. Like, UNSW, they are scattered trying to play for this information. Nath has decided to quickly reroute back into spawn and have a look just in case, there is a potential play for A. But Crash might just get a whole bunch of people coming up to him in the next 3 seconds.
Yeah, time is of essence here. They wait things out patiently. T's can approach from two angles here as well. They got presence in through the lamp room in a cave now, and just holding out on the ramp. As soon as that smoke goes, there is an opportunity here. The smoke off sight. Gibbs cut off there, but does at least have the angles held. So as soon as they get the bomb plant down, they're already settled into the post plant here. He's doing a great job to stall them out with util as well, not really allowing them much presence. Speaking of presence, though, Crash found a couple of those. Gibbs, last player standing, holds for it. Crash goes. Two players they still need to find, but Nath gets on top of it. We'll be able to take away the round for Adelaide there. Great usage of teamwork, and they're able to take the gold.
Yeah, I think UNSW, they were thinking that there's going to be a back play, I guess. The flank was definitely going to be guarded by Gibbs, but I think they overestimated just what the rotation was coming in. And so when you play without information, unfortunately that one angle could just be disastrous. Now, this is the full gunfight. Septic, meanwhile, is only on a Mac. Maximum that they do get out of this is Shug. And Shug is trying to play with fire right now, you know, he's trying to get something done, but Spec is going to be taken out. They do find a trade, like HazDaddy is here, he's trying to find some more damage, and you can see most of UNSW, they're taking a whole bunch of damage here, they are being bruised up, so this could be an alert for them to take it a little bit more slower. As 4 players, they're going to slowly make their way through mid and try to challenge HazDaddy and Nath. I'm not sure how they think the take is going to be right now, but yeah.
Yeah, looks like the action's now starting to get under things there. As Septic goes down, gives the trade, but Nath on top of it. Donut now cleared. Heading straight towards the side. It's Agent. Need to see if they can find mission accomplished here. Gonna wrap back though. See if they can get all the things here. They are just going to be sticking it out. Interesting. And looking to see what else they can do. They've still got a bit of time, but just playing very patiently.
Okay. It's a rough one for UNSW, as they were all bruised up in the beginning, and now running out of time. 20 seconds left onto the clock. Agent's gonna see if they can get something done. AK in your hand. At this place, if you get a plant, you're pretty good, but he's gonna go for the fake to see if there's any potentials. But I think Adelaide University, they're gonna give it to him. He sees everything. Shug is gonna take him out. I think that was really good. Yes, they give over the AK, but a little bit of extra money is always gonna go quite well for UNSW, and they will take it. So, coming down to it, I think it's a fantastic start from both sides. It was really quick from UNSW to take the first 2. But Adelaide, they have really showed that everyone that they can play it as well as UNSW. So we shall see. The money is good. It's not overly in the dumps for UNSW. They are able to afford a few, but the rest is going to have to deal with a whole bunch of utility throws. So let's see if they get the right angles, as there is going to be a mad 5-man stack into B.
Big stack to see if they can launch the attack here. The time is now. Crash. Get scope of the T's pushing up ramp. Util running out in abundance, and the kills flow both ways. UNSW take a point here. Will be able to put themselves on the site, cementing their position. They've got players to worry about in the front and the back side of the site now. Pincer maneuver could be in order. CTs just need to attack together. Make sure the T's can't support one another, but they're already pushing singularly here. The distraction, though, could cause an opening, but not for HazDaddy. Mid, pushing into it, does get punished, and Nath falls as well. It all goes from bad to worse for Adelaide, and UNSW get back on track and take 3.
Yeah, look at Gibbs. His 12th one too. This man is completely fragging his life out. And just on that last one, he got a 4K. The guy is crazy. Like, once he's on, he is on. And so, now with all AKs intel, UNSW, they are going to make this a little bit more painful. Shug, meanwhile, all eyes on him. If he can get a Zeus kill, that would be absolutely amazing. But that is going to be a rough one, as they are going to be taking out 3 players instantly. They're fighting everything, and now all eyes on Shug. Shug, they do know where he is. Is anyone going to push him? I'm not sure, but I think eventually, yeah, they will find him. He's not going to get the Zeus kill, but Crash is going to be the final member here. Yeah, the man's got a dream. He's got 7 in the chamber. He's going to try his best to get something going on, but he has to face the full might of UNSW. All 5 members trying to dink one. Misses. They know where he is. Agent's going to go for the push. And there he... Yeah, okay. 1 is good. He'll take it. He'll take the 1. They lose 1 AK. But UNSW definitely ahead out on that one.
Managed to claw ahead and put that round to rest. Adelaide now. Pressure's on for them to try and get some rounds back here. They are stuck into the eco zone. Good opportunity for UNSW to potentially get themselves ahead by 3 here. Maybe even more if they play their cards right. But still. Just have to hold out and see how things are going to go here. Adelaide, hold back. Putting a bit of pressure up. Cutting off elbow there, but the rest of the T's are already outside of B here. Watching Xbox is Gibbs, just in case they push up. Would overwhelm if they push all together, but already singling one out. CTs have an idea now of where Gibbs is going to be playing from. If they peak singularly like what they had before, it would prove to be problematic. Time is going to be the big factor here.
Oh, this is the same strategy they used last week. Shog gets double. He likes the angle and he will play it, definitely. Oh my god. Gibbs is going to say, well, if you want to play it, I will play it with you. Septic is going to execute and Shog finds another. This is a 2-on-1, but obviously the round's going to go to UNSW. Shog is going to take away the consolation prize, which is an AK, which is fine. He might be able to deny one more. Whoa. Barely missing Septic. He's going to stand up, but Shog is not going to give him that fight as of now. We're in round number 8. Alright, UNSW, after losing 2, 2-all, and now they pick up 3 extras. They've been able to reset Adelaide University's economy quite well. But one has to think, what else is going to be on the board. Crash is going to pick up the AWP, which is a great choice. Once you have an AWP in your hand, it's always going to be doing quite good. Adelaide University has always had really good optimization when it comes down to pick up the orb. Hopefully, Crash is able to get a few of those plays in and shut UNSW's defenses. But the bleeding is definitely going to continue as Ming takes down Crash instantly.
Yeah, taken down instantaneously there, and more to follow as well. UNSW locked in now. Putting it down to the 4v2 situation, on to 1. It's all going to be up to Nath here. Gibbs, right angle, right time, does spot it, not able to slot it in, but they get second chance, and we'll be able to find 6 for UNSW. No signs of stopping yet.
That was a rather tough one for Adelaide. It was a very heavy investment. They lost the AWP. I don't think they're going to try to invest into one right now unless Crash wants to not have armor at all. But yeah, the call has been called. They are going to be on the Deagles. And that's respectable enough. They're going to give UNSW pretty much the leeway of this round to see what they can take away from it. It's a rather tough one to call as you have no utilities. It's going to be raw picks. Raw trying to guess at where heads are going to be popping everywhere. It's a little bit more of a different playstyle, but we'll see if Adelaide can be getting some good denial. 3 kills is plenty. If you get anything else with the donation, you're good. Shug walks through the smoke, gets taken out first, and Crash is quite low himself, trying to get a returning goal, but he is stuck. And there's just nothing he could do. HazDaddy is gone. They take the side. Spec just hiding behind the corner. At least gets a kill, but he's the final member there. He wants to get something more, but yeah, no. There's just no way he's going to get anything.
Yeah, no chance they'll be able to lock anything in there at the moment. Round 10 now, though. A few more opportunities for either side to take point on things. See if they can get a little bit more out of it. Manage and compose themselves accordingly. Good that the CTs are going to be on the gun round for this one, though, already. Using their util to succession. A-side is on site, though, and Nath goes down immediately, overwhelmed by the sheer power and speed of the T-side, just forcing themselves on towards the A-side. Already smoked off, they can get that plant straight down into the 5v4 here. CTs need to figure a way out of this one, otherwise they're going to be forced back.
I cannot believe Agent just popped out and played that aggressively. He pushed Crash all the way out. Meanwhile, Spec here to gets the trade. That's a lot of damage being taken out, so he gets traded out. Shark meanwhile also traded up to HazDaddy in a 1-on-3. This is going to be an 8-2 battle. It's a very big uphill that they're going to have to climb. Adelaide needs to have something up for the next few rounds. It's going to be really bad as they are clearing the rest of the map. HazDaddy is going to be hunted as well. They are slowly calling his repeat, and yeah, that's Ming and Septic jumping in to get the flying headshot on him. 8-2 is really rough. Adelaide University, this round, they're going to force a buy. I think that's probably the best call that you can get. Get the MP9s out, get some Deagles. and see where you can go. But round 11 is not going to be the one where they can expect the biggest amount of difference. Like if they're praying for a miracle to pick this one up, play for the eco, and in the next one to continuously deny. But things are looking like a very big 9-2 to maybe even worse 10-2.
Yeah, there's scope for that, definitely, and eager to see if it's going to eventuate, because Gibbs already has opened the gates here. Crash is down. 4 versus 5 situation. The CTs are quick to rotate over towards this B side here. In fact, all of them pretty much spread their reach, one towards Sniper's the Nest at least. They can play a bit more reactionary in case things slip over to A, but it's like it's almost all hands on deck for B right now. See if they can manage to compose themselves and get another kill or two. Even up the score here.
Alright, a little bit of nade damage going to Spec, but I think UNSW don't really want to play too much for it. They have taken out HazDaddy. Gibbs is gone, but that should be more than enough for them to go and complete the side A. Like, once you get one member down and you cut up mid, that is gonna be, yeah, that's the nail to the coffer. Nate is not gonna be able to recover this one. Specking might be able to pop some heads with his tap, but he's gonna be standing up at the wrong time. Cross is gonna take him out. Let's give a lot of his life for the kill. At the end of the day, Shark is gonna take away an AK. If he gets a kill, that would be great, but ultimately he has to save the AK. Into round number 12. 9-2. This is not what we expected from Adelaide University, especially since they are quite good at the CT side when it comes down to Ancient. One has to kind of have a think about what this is going to be playing for them when they switch to the Ts. Like, it's rough. Like, Shark right now, he's waiting by the pond and he's like saying, yes, serenity now. Let me just think about what we need to do for the next round and the next feud that we need to... Oh! No! Not like that! He was thinking, he was praying, he was having a moment! Agents! Shame on you!
Oh, what could have been, Richard? What could have been? But, alas, it's not meant to be this time. And it will be UNSW onwards for 9, and maybe even more, depending on the result of this here bye round. It all comes down to this for Adelaide, and there's Spec. Pop it off. Looking for 3. They're going to be traded back, though. HazDaddy does manage to do one of the same. Now onto the 4v2 situation. This is the saving grace that Adelaide needed. Some kind of light at the end of the tunnel here. If they lose Crash, that could have been a bit worrying, but not this time. Septic with the AWP, forced into the 1v4. If they can find the right angle, they might be able to clear a player or two, but even still, it's a hard-fought battle ahead of them. Septic pushes in, finds one. This is a great start. They don't realize how close Shug's going to be, though. Ooh, those shots coming through. Things dangerous, but they're still kicking. They've got the AWP, they've got the techie. Definitely make it work if they single out the duels. Oh no! They've missed the first shot! They've got the shot in the end though. Looking a little better now, 1v2. Isolated the angle with the molly. Great teamwork from the CTs. Still a bit they need to do. Oh, Septic gets the shots again. Oh, what? And single-handedly keeps the round alive for UNSW.
Oh my god, what just happened? You got a 4K! A 4K! That he was supposed to win that? What a clutch! Like, that was unfreaking believable. That was unfreaking believable. I can't believe that was it. Like, wow. Like, number one, he's on T side. He had the bomb, and he has an AWP attacking side. No info, minus Crash. Takes him out and then play with an orb. He didn't even bother thinking to pick up the AK. But anyway, as we go into this one, enough reflections as there is going to be 2 kills given to Adelaide to UNSW. They are going to take down Shark and HazDaddy in a flurry as they explode out of the mid, and they're going to go for the hunt. Septic on the Berettas. He says, yeehaw! And Adelaide University being interrupted. They don't get the plan as well. They are being completely bruised up. They are being tagged. And this is gonna be it. Oh my god. Like, oh. UNSW, they are running away.
Absolutely running away with it. Gunning for the go here. See if they can get to the finish line. All they need is 2 more rounds, my friend. And that will be that. But Adelaide got a bit of work to do as well. Let's see what they can manage. Getting forward into the rest of this one. Staring back at our cameraman at the moment. Now they're ready to go. Adelaide, your time is now. It's your time to shine.
They need to shine so hard right now. They've only got 2 max, and they've got the Eagles. This is rough. This is a really rough one because they have to go and trade. No utilities on the play. UNSW, they've got MP9s, M4A1S. They've got utilities to deny. They've got the smokes. They can continuously throw the smokes to deny time, push them to the 45 seconds mark for them to go for something. And right now they are already out. They're out of the base. They've got control of mid. They got control of B. They've already seen everything that they needed to see, but they haven't really decided to fully commit because Cross hasn't seen anything just yet. So they are going to slowly call them in. They say, all right, maybe we can get one. Look at this. Look at this. Cross has seen everything that he needed, quickly throws the molly, calls them in, says, you want to come for a challenge? I will play for the challenge. Ming's going to get taken out, which is a great thing. But Cross still dancing with the devil. He is going to go for this one. And he gets another kill with Gibbs as well. Now up to Hazai and Nate. They need to get something. Look behind. It's not happening. And that is pretty much it. They're going to go into 12-2. 10 rounds to do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, do whatever they want to do. Be wherever they want to be. UNSW on top right now. Only need 1 more round in order to take control here. Definitely eager to see if they can manage to take this one for their own or whether they could get zoned out. Big challenge ahead for Adelaide here to see if they can get back on the board. It's all or nothing in this round, Richard. The time is here, the time is now, and we are getting straight into it. CTs, all hands on deck, straight down mid here. Good to push out the util on elbow, but the T's thinking about B already. Gibbs, though, good position to flank. Will be scoped out by a spec, but no one taken out yet. Well, until now, both teams switching sides, and it's all going from bad to worse for Adelaide.
It's just a synergy coming in from UNSW. They're wallbanging, they're double killing, and it's GG. It's 13-2. That is an absolute statement. An absolute statement. I don't even know what else to say when it comes down to it. Like, there was too much frags, too much things happening. Like, congratulations to UNSW for bouncing back, proving to us why they're the top contender for this season, especially since they are ranked number 1. And that is 13-2, Matsy. That's what, 11 rounds win? Like, that's a crazy one.
Yeah, that's definitely significant scoreline, to say the least there, Richard. And I think UNSW are going to be feeling very confident with how that one went.
Yep. So, with that being said, we are going to quickly go into our BRB until we come back for the interview and the next game. Don't go anywhere. Well, welcome back, everyone. We are now ready for our interview from UNSW. Give it up to Ming. How you doing, man?
Doing alright yourselves, boys?
Fantastic.
Good.
After watching that one.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good after that one as well. And I guess coming into it, you know, were you feeling worried at all? Because I saw, like, you know, at first things looked a little closer, and then it just seemed like it was just full steam ahead. So, like, in the early stages, were you worried in any way, shape, or form?
Not really. We sort of just stuck to what was called and hoped things went well. Once we got the rhythm going, we sort of just sent it rounds after that.
Yeah, like you really showed, you know. I thought round number one starting, it was just like, whoa, hang on a second, what is happening over here? But, like, you know, right after you guys proved it round after round, especially from round number 5. I want your thoughts, right? Before we went for the side switch on the last round, Septic pulling off that 4K. Like, did any of you expect that?
I remember the voice chat. He got the first Tech 9 kill, and that's when we all started going quiet. And then we could just start slowly seeing it cook up, and he just got kill after kill after kill. Ended the clutch with the AWP no scope, and I was like, he's the guy for it. He's the guy for it.
Incredible, wasn't it? Just a great play, and in for more of those in the highlight reel coming at you in the future. But I guess speaking of the future, it really is great to see you guys finding a lot of confidence on, I suppose, a lot of your maps. And do you feel like there's any surprises in terms of the maps that might come to haunt you in the future? Like, say, if Inferno gets let through, for example, or maybe like a Vertigo, you know, some of the, let's say, less common maps that we've seen so far.
I don't think we're really worried about playing any of the maps. We've barely played Ancient, and the results have showed today that, you know, it's going to be fine. So I don't think we're really concerned.
Yeah, I think that was one of the main things that I called out earlier tonight. I was just like, hang on a second, we haven't seen Yin and SW play a ton of Ancient. This could be like one of the first times or the second time we've seen them play, and you guys really showed. There is confidence, and there is like times where you pull the trigger when you don't. And today was definitely one where you just full hands on, just let it fly, and it was crazily good to see. So congratulations, and obviously want to see a lot more. So massive GGs, and yeah.
Thanks, boys. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you. Always great to get some of the players in, as always there, Richard, to get some insights, see how they're feeling. Obviously, they're going to be feeling pretty pumped up after a win like that. You don't get them all the time, but when you do, it's so sweet. Really great dinner, I suppose.
Hey, you know me about dinner. When it comes down to a beautiful Thursday night, I gotta have some KFC. I really do. I mean, KFC is not playing, but calling out for KFC and combo always making me hungry on a Thursday night. Definitely having a ton of fun, and of course, introducing the next match of tonight. We've got UOM against RMIT, right?
We do.
We do. RMIT is a heavy favorite to win it all, but more than anything, I think UOM has also stepped up a game just from the last few weeks. Like, we've really seen the players come together. So representing RMIT, we have Lorkay, Lime, Drox, Levine, Lucas, 222. And on the side of UOM, you have Alkaid, Luke 1Gs, June, Fua, and 952. I think, RMIT should be no stranger to trying out everything and just going full on. But UOM has really surprised us with just how together that they can play and really show that they are deserving to be in the Elite Series, where they show a ton of good competitive plays.
Yeah, I think that they've definitely showcased what they're capable of and how they can use their skills in order to find success there. But I suppose it's going to be a true test for UOM to see if they can face RMIT head on tonight. Because, this season has looked a bit shaky at times for RMIT. I do note again that Ruffleco, the normal, I suppose, in-game leader of the team, not going to be there tonight either. So a test to them as well to see how they play around things. It's definitely going to be, I'd say, quite a solid matchup. Definitely a challenge and a test for both sides. So I'm just keen to see what the outcome is. It'll be like a chemical reaction. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, very true. I think I believe either Levine or Lucas might get the IGO, because if we give the IGO to Lime, the man's just gonna say, "All right, guys, you know what to buy. Round number 2. Don't be shy. Pull it out of the give. It's gonna be great." But nevertheless, UOM, I think 952 has been a very big staple when it comes down to sniping in the games. Like, he's been very steady. Fua has also been a very staple on the team. Like, we've seen this man perform week after week, and now I think from memory, UOM has always had this, slow startup. Either they, start up really well and they come to really good games where they're like, oh, I have no idea what just happened, or they just go, all right, we lose a few, and then we start crawling back really hard, and the team starts gelling really well. So it's going to be quite good to see it. And now we have the vetoes. Look, it's not it's so we have a Inferno.
Hey, if we get Mirage as our last map, we could have AIM. That'd be perfect. Very fitting for the evening. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens. I'm keen for Inferno, though. My gosh, finally, another map. I just can't wait to see it. Oh, well, we're back on CS Source.
Woo!
Oh, my gosh.
Bring back the old days. Hey, I will do this. Like, if there's a way that I can spend a round just playing Source, I would do it. Like, please, Lord Gavin, please give that to us. Like, that would just be so cool. Like, absolutely. But with that being said, though, let's give it up to RMIT versus UOM into the knife, into a map that is not associated with an A starting, and it's with an I instead. As the knife goes down, I'm looking forward to it. The standoff is happening, but the charge is coming through. There is going to be the 2 kills, and it's going to be quickly returned, and all of a sudden 2v2. Who's going to be getting it? I think it is going to be the final standoff, Al-Qaeda and Lucas. They are looking, they are flexing. Come on, oh, look at Lucas, he turns around. He says, come at me. He's taunting him to go through it. And Al-Qaeda is not going to be biting in. They are going to be going for the high ground play. All right, here we go. High ground play, misses the jump. Waiting for the bottom, no. Oh, God.
My gosh. All over the place, Richard. They will be able to take control of it in the end there, though. So, picking sides to see who's going to start where. It's UOM taking control of the CT side. RMIT going to slide into T now. See if they can manage to find the early control in round 1 here. Because no matter what side you start on, see if you can build that momentum that's really going to help solidify your position here. But I digress. We get straight into the war zone now. CT's already spreading their reach. 3 towards B, couple towards A there. I like this setup because T's traditionally like to go for a B-sided approach, so good to get a bit of a stack up. But they're not going there this time. It's A. Big dink onto Jun already. Really going to put some pressure on them there. They've already wrapped Jun back to their teammates. Play around library. They do have one to worry about in the apartments, though, in Far. Haven't been spotted yet. Well, now they have. They do get a kill. Bomb's going down, though, so it's already on track for a retake. Trade's coming out. The T's come out on top for now. Drox ready to lock in some more kills. All they need is a distraction. Push in. They know there's one player in the apartments. Now another one spotted in Diggity as well. Say goodbye to Al-Qaeda. Fwa, last one alive. Could be the last one to take a dive. They are. Levine holds strong. Takes it for RMIT. They're on the board.
Yeah, crazy play from RMIT right there. And as they rush for the A side, I think UOM was taken by surprise as well, just how fast the speed was committed from RMIT, and they were not prepared. Jun, does get banged up quite well, but it's just not enough of a backup, and for he doesn't get to play the game. Like, the whole time he was just being checked. He knew he couldn't aim out, despite having a much more better position. As we come into this second one, AK Galil, and of course Mr. Lime having his special. He's always going to be having it. There's going to be the pyramid stack coming through, and that's always good to see. We shall see what's going to happen as Lucas is going to quickly have a look what's going to be the play. There is going to be the mental flash, and he sees the stack, and he says, oh, it's point blank for me, baby. We'll take it.
They found the bowling pins. Fortunately, couldn't hit the strike there. Levine tries to hit the strike, but they're losing players left and right here. Wise picked up an AK. What the heck is going on right now? Limehouse in the gap, though. Oh boy, you do not want to be pushing into that. Luke, one cheese. Let's get it back in the end, but RMIT will be able to hit it. Take control in the end there. My God. What a chaotic round that was. And this is only the beginning, my man. Holy moly.
Yep. Yeah, there he is. Mr. Lime, he does it every single time, and he says, yes, it is beautiful. As soon as you think, that's right. As soon as you think you know me, there's gonna be the Negev coming out, the round number 2. It's my special. You should never be afraid or assume differently. As we come into this, Lucas quickly goes on top of Banana. He is gonna go through with a smoke. 3 players checking him. A little bit of sound kill right there. Sees Al-Qaeda is gonna back up as well. Could just be the ultimate play for information as well. Lucas, meanwhile, is having a look to see if he can clear anything. And the rest of the bulk is trying to clear up the A push here. I mean, it's good. 952, he has been hurt. I'm not sure if he wants to continuously play into this one. He hasn't really had the fastest chance. Okay, he is going to quickly get the angle to quickly back up. Meanwhile, Lucas keeping everyone in situation B. Lucas is gone. Okay. I mean, that should be a go now, because RMIT losing that player. Yeah, they are going to quickly press on it. Drox is going to be traded with 952. They are going to commit to the side. Flash is being thrown. Hua is going to be checking onto the side. They are going to find Levine down here. Lorke trying to get this one, but June is quite sharp. And now all of a sudden, it's Lime. Lime has the big boy. He doesn't care. He says, you want to play? We will play. Say hello to my little friend. As he's going to throw the little friend away.
Oh, the little friend turning into the big friend there. But ultimately, it will be UOM taking it in the end there. Great stuff from them. Their efforts pay a dividend. They are now putting themselves on the board. Still a tough fought battle in the early stages here, you know. There's definitely a lot for them to consider heading into the remaining stages here. See how things flow together. You know, there's still plenty of potential and plenty more is yet to be uncovered here. But let's see, be the ones to take that control now. Drops getting up Banana with their team, trying to steam ahead. The damage dealt by that utility contributed immensely to the kills they've already found, and they might even find more. Like Luke 1Gs is holding back. They've got a pincer maneuver from Al Qaeda in the backline there, so the T's are trapped now.
Oh, yeah, they found Lime. There's nothing else they can do. RMIT is now stuck. And so, wait a second. Al Qaeda's not checking onto this one, and he is going to quickly get one down, but it is too late. Like, yep, that is just too late. Completely UAM side. Like, cool. I can see UAM, they are prepared for this. They are prepared to have a more significant challenge, and they say no to the RMIT aggression. But ultimately, you know, this is the reset. This is the economy game that they want to start building upon. And UAM, like, it's a good start right now. What else have they brought to today's table?
Well, I reckon they've brought a lot. Maybe some Indomie Noodle. Nah, who knows? Who knows? Anything that could be brought to the table there. Speaking of, the kill has been brought to said table. This way to kick things off here. The apartment's going to get very hairy in the second line. Great pressure. Does allow them that weapon there. To see if they can find a bit more as well. CT's still around the corner though, so it's not fully open yet. But there's still that opportunity, which could arise in a second. Eyes on the prize. It's now or never.
Locate gets taken out by June there, but while taking a ton of damage, Lime is just trying to angle his way through the apartments. He gets the opening, he does see it, and he's gonna quickly get a tap. And he sees the boost as well. Oh, that is dangerous now. UAM on the final player. They're gonna find Fua. Ends up to 952. 952 has an AK. Might want to try to play for something here. I'm not sure if I fully agree with this situation. 952. It's an AK. Okay, I mean, he didn't want to save it. He wanted to see if he can get at least the kill and then maybe go for the save. Like, you know, that is something to be considering because, like, that is something, I guess, they all wanted to just try to spiritly make a play. But MP9, M431S is going to be the one to be brought into this one. I'm not 100% with how they thought about the planning. Like, this one, probably better not to fully force and go for the full reset of the economy. It might be better because you can get an early AWP. But yeah, here we go. As the early utility is being thrown, and Luke 1Gs is going to be a very aggressive banana play.
Very aggressive banana play, ready to see. You can put on a display here. Lucas going to be the opener there. Okay, as well. This aggression paying off. Levine has been traded though. The T's have already done exactly what they wanted to. Achieving opportunities to clear some space here. See if they can look for a little more as well. Diving further into the piece. Still plenty more on the table at this stage, but let's see what else they can muster. Because they are going to remain unfazed heading forth. See if they can manage to plate themselves here. Still play around the corner towards the coffins there. Does get shut down. And that's going to be the site. Open for business. Ready for the plant now. 2 versus 4 on the retake. And honestly, I think the CTs just save at this point. Their money's no good. Better to probably save that AK and the MP9, dare I say. The armor they've got. To have another crack at it in the next round instead.
Yeah, this sort of reminiscent of the last round where they should have saved the AK as well. But yeah, look, you know, can't fault for them for trying to experiment a little and just really trying to scope out what RMIT can do in this situation. And RMIT, they always like, you know, figure these kind of things out. Super aggressive. They never press, you know, the stop button. It's always, I can press play. Oh wait, there's a fast forward button. Let me press the fast forward button. Like, you know, that's the style of RMIT. Excuse me. And as we go into this, like, you know, it's sort of like, you know, where just like my throat getting choked out. RMIT, they do this quite well. They reset your economy and they continuously suffocate your economy here. So like, you know, not much you can do. It's just 1 AK and 1 MP9. 3 nades. It's a good stack. Let's see what they can get.
Yeah, let's see what they can get. See if they can manage to make something of it here. Challenging times ahead indeed, but at the end of days yet, a good start on both sides. Trying to see and get scope on further up the road here. Before things start to implode. See, there's a chance for them at this stage. Head out on the rampage. 3 versus 3 situation. Teaser already creeping up mid here. Seeing if they can get a little closer to the sun. See, this could be their time to shine. It's all going to come down to this. The timing could be so big here. 952, watching, waiting. It does go down. The T's have a clean path now straight towards B because there's no one else stopping them. Jun, too little, too late, too slow to the race. The T's are already there.
Yeah, this is a bit of a yikes moment. I don't think UOM can do anything at this stage. It's just save that AK, save the MP9 once again. It's like, it's a rough one. It's a rather rough one. Like, you can give away the MP9 so far. I can definitely try to go for like a full scope and scout this one out as June gets defended. Like, I can respect that. But more than anything, this is sort of like a reflection where UOM gets put up with a big challenge and then they just get completely stomped. When it comes down to this kind of aggression, they haven't really had the most success when it comes down to closing out the round, right? Let's just say it's a 3v3, right? They don't have enough angles. Obviously, the economy doesn't speak very loudly onto this one, but the raw dueling power from UOM and RMIT is definitely showing as the round is going to continuously extend up. And so, let's see what's going to be the weapon of choice. Like, you know, we don't really get to see too much. There's no risk being taken out as well. A little bit more money on Luke 1Gs as he's going to quickly clear out the side. And they're going to make a massive commitment when it comes down to as much utilities. But I don't know. I feel like sometimes utilities just doesn't stop RMIT's train. Like, that's the most scariest thing. It's like, what happens when utilities don't do their job? You know what I mean?
And you're going to rely on sheer willpower and bullets to do the job for you, don't you? But, see, that's what they're going to have to rely on heading into this round now. They've already got a bit of apartments control here for the T's. Looking to see if they can stroll by. To be able to get that done for free, though. We'll at least find Foy. So, let's see if they can capture anyone in Diggity. That Molly forcing out right out of position. Good opportunity, but no! Drox is down. This is great for CT counterparts now. They're getting a little better. Lucas will fall 3v3 for now, and they get the kill. Negev doing the job at the moment. Al-Qaeda trying to stop them from getting on the side. A last stand of such. Not going to be over yet.
And nothing Al-Qaeda can do in that situation. 29 health and a hail of bullets coming to his side. I mean, he's stuck in that corner. It's not like he can go to church and pray. Like, there's nothing he can do. You know, getting out away with his life is pretty much the thing that you know what? I'm gonna call it out. It's 3 rounds now. The AK is still being saved. There's no full commitment coming out. They came in with almost full utility buys. The commitment into those utilities has not been enough when it comes down to, you know, stopping RMIT. They haven't really scoped out the information, so it looked like it was confusing, right? And UAM tried to use it defensively, it didn't work. They used it aggressively, it still didn't work. Now they've saved the AK again, right? They saved 2 AKs, fantastic. You know, it's something that they can continuously, like, still buy into it. But, like, to what point does UAM have the counterpunch? Like, they've had 2 really good rounds where they showed that they are here to play. But the rest I feel like has been a miscalculation on what they should, like, you know, clearly be playing into. And RMIT is taking full head strides into this one as they edge out 4 round difference.
Yeah, they've done a great job in order to push ahead by 4, haven't they? But UOM have a good opportunity to change that now. Al-Qaeda, great timing there, does open up the account. Not going to be traded at all as well. A grand start. Al-Qaeda even continuing forth for that matter, but BkWhatOCE is the one to trade both. A big opportunity for the T's now. Only one player in the apartments there, one on Archway. Luckily for Four, they do find the opening themselves, but there's trades in Archway. Go towards A or B at this point. Just need to scope out the site.
Yeah, I feel like if Mr. Lime is throwing away the Negev, like this, you know, this round is done. Yeah, things are wrong. Never mind. He gets executed from behind. Flower was just being a ninja. He came out at the best possible timing for himself. As there is going to be the play, Lucas gets onto the high ground. I mean, he's going to find both of them in the lineup. That was a full lineup, and it's very unfortunate. Great responses from UOM. They finally rise up. They take the round back. Like, they were being shut down one after the next, and I really felt for them. And now, this is slowly starting to look a little bit better. They have the 8K still. They have an AWP. 952 has been their sharpshooter. They have been doing quite well, you know, in the recent duel with Adelaide University. So let's see if UOM can pull some more rounds off.
Yeah, let's see. It's their time and now or never, isn't it? For them to really prove themselves here. But see what will come of it. Are going to hold it steady. 3 towards B, couple on A, just towards the archway here. The T's still spreading their reach. Pretty even Stevens, I'd say. Just holding back for the moment. Time now opens up, though. Both players immediately slaughtered away from the site there. Let's see if they can find more. The damage done onto 952. Unable to react in time. Their teammate Luke 1Gs, though, might be good for it. Find the right angle, but right angles are being found at all. Luke 1G's traded. Just like that, we're in for the 2v4. CT's probably just going to have to save entirely at this point. A dangerous scenario for UOM.
Well, this is a rough angle. You gotta set that AWP. Like, the AKs are fantastic to carry over, but you know, AWP is... Oh, there is a play. They have found him. Oh no, the AWP. That's not recoverable. Al-Qaeda is, like, you know, all the way across the map. And yeah, that's really tough. I was waiting for UOM to come and commit with the AWP, but has worked opposite against them. And then they tried to, you know, obviously get this one in. It's really tough. It's a really tough angle. The round gets extended back to 4 again. I think UOM on the Eco reset minus 4 can't go in for a full commit. Like, you can get the MP9s, which they are going to go into it. So it's going to be the MP9. I reckon if they decided to go for a full gamble, like where all of them just pop out to go and push for mid, it probably works, right? Because RMIT wouldn't be able to see that one full come out. So, you know, they're going to have this AWP into the duel, but the mid is completely destroyed. As far as going to take Lucas down. Hang on a second. I mean, that could be okay.
Yeah, that could be okay. That could be exactly what they were looking for, couldn't it? But still, more to be done in this round here. More to be said. Just going to hold their steady. Still over the minute mark here. 4 CTs towards A right now. But BkWhatOCE gets scope of that. They're going to be falling back very quickly, I'd say. But still looking to advance towards it for the moment. Ooh, almost on track for a pre-fire towards the cubby there. Not going to be able to scrub anyone out of position this time, though. We'll be forced to hold back for a second longer. Teammates ready to spill out the apartments, too. The time is getting bigger, culminating towards potential success. But they already trade things out. Lime, good for it. Looking for more. Drox is out of here. Lime, again and again. They get the shot through with BkWhatOCE. Don't know about the close side player, though. They're trying to shoot them, but it's just not enough. The AWP taking on the rifle. Not going to happen. And they are going to push ahead.
Okay, we'll take it. That's a really good angle. Lime looking like he was able to try to get some kind of a respite from the firefight, but I think at the end of the day, when you're not expecting and you're running out of time, you do what you can do. And so yeah, UAM defend. It's a really good one. They still have that double AWP in play right now so far, saving his one. And Luke 1G is also feeling very spicy about it. Could just be that double shutout. You know, one up banana. Unfortunately, Luke 1G gets taken out instantly by Lucas. And this is a big opening. 952 is desperately trying to get some kind of defense going on, but Drox is going to open this one up. Sees him. Beautiful flash being utilized. There is going to be the play from June, but I guess June will take it. He says, "Thank you very much, Lime, for defending me in the smoke as your teammate executes you." But it's still going to be a 4-on-3. Have to take out Lucas, who still have a big AOC. The smoke. Look at all of that smoke. It's coming around. Oh my god. Lucas takes down our kite, but had to quickly shoot his teammate's foot as well. I mean, that bullet just penetrates everything. It's great. And now Fly is gone up to June. He takes the one. No, not even the one. And that's going to be 8-4 for the switch.
Yeah, 8-4 for the switch there. Really great to get a bit of control at the halfway point. Not the best scoreline you'd be hoping for, but at least there's opportunity for recovery off that one. You know, it's not an impossible scoreline to come back from. I think UOM have definitely shown there's glimmers of hope for them there. Heading into the T side now, though, I'm curious if they're going to be able to make those shine to see the light of day. It's definitely tough trying to play things out on the T side unless you can get control of that momentum. Then maybe this could be great, but we'll see what fate has in store as they creep up towards Banana now. One player on the CTs is already behind them. I love the confidence. They're already peeking behind them as they peek in front there. The flank and the frontal assault there. Just not trying to give them any opportunities, and it's worked out for RMIT so far. They've just trapped them towards that B site and managed to sweep them out.
Well, that's a bit of a yikes moment where UAM, they put all their faith into a rush B tactics, and RMIT, they read that one so well. They just said, alright, you know what? I'm just going to do this. and they did it. Like, it was crazy. They said, alright, we're playing the flank and we can do this isolated 1v1 duels. And that was quite crazy. And now, if you're on T, Inferno, losing the first one is probably the roughest time that you can have because you're going to be back onto the pistol still. While the rest has MP9 and M4A1S. Luke 1G gets taken up by Lime. And they give, well, once again, he takes a double kill. He takes a triple kill. He takes the 4.
Taking everything, Richard.
Don't ever run in front of this man.
We love the Negev. I gotta say, I wonder what, like at the end of the season, the stat line would be like for how many Negev kills they have. You know, I wonder if we could get something silly like that, to be honest. But maybe I'll leave that for a dream. I have confirmation in the back end. That's a no. A hard no. For that kind of stat line. But that's okay. Definitely keen to see what the rest of the season looks like, irregardless. To see. We'll pull ahead in this round as we've already got a couple of kills spilling through there. Going to find a few more as well. Only time will tell.
Alright, they are going for it. This is pretty hardcore stuff where UAM is trying to equalize. They have to actually reset the economy. Like, this is the greatest moment that they can shine upon because RMIT lose this one. Not going to be able to buy in really too much into the next one. While meanwhile, quickly just raw peeking in, Lime and stuff. 952, they are going to go for it. There is the full spray. Oh, the worst person to run into is Lime. Because Lime says, I don't care how many of you decide to come through. I have lots of bullets. And so, it is going to be 2-on-2. Drox meanwhile sees the play here. He's going to be pushed. There is the play by Luke 1G, and it is great. They are going to quickly shove out the rest of the utilities. Shut down the replay. And UAM, this is the moment. Like, they hold this one. Next round, looking quite good. And they can start opening a catch-up against RMIT. Meanwhile, Loke just camping out, waiting for the head to pop out from Luke 1G's. Like, the smoke is going to dissipate very soon. Loke sees one. It takes one out. Very, very spicy situation as he's going to quickly go through, but it's going to be Luke 1G's. Beautiful headshot, and that is great of a round from UAM.
Yeah, Yeah, great teamwork on site there allows them to keep the site alive. Get to the one last player. They will be able to rip them away from the round there. Really well done. Eager to see what else they can do heading into this round. Only 5 rounds between them for now. Good opportunity for UOM to find some in recovery, though. I feel like this is their chance to strike back. This is their chance to really build themselves up. I'm very keen to see if that's going to happen. Maybe, maybe not. Lime already has found the starter here. Looking for more as well. T's full focus on the B site. They've been smoked off. They don't care. They're already through it. Lucas shots through. Not able to take the player out though. Okay, great to trade it back twofold. Does manage to find cover as well. T's are going to be able to get on the site. Trying for the bomb there. They're not committing to it though. 952 focuses on shooting over the bomb. They go down with the ship, so they are going to be able to cultivate their economy further. As it will be another one for RMIT.
That's a bit of a rough one for UAM. Like, as soon as they, could see it, they were like, alright, let's push. They found the first kill, but right after that, Law came, made it super expensive, and it was criminal of him to get away with it as well. And the rest of his team just fought in. Like, UAM didn't have a chance to, like, continuously go through this. As the Galil and the AK is going to be purchased either way, they are going to be trying their best to find something, needing minimum smokes to try to find an opening. RMIT has Loke already invested on top of Banana with Lucas, and they are going to be looking at this. 952 being checked right now. Al-Qadi is also gone, and Loke is going to be aiming for the angle. He gets a little bit of a cover. There's the smokes, there's the mollies. They're going to keep throwing it. Loke is going to be taken down. Okay, Pop Flash is going to find Lucas back a little bit. Like, they give over one weapon, but it's the rest of the teammates. They are trying to find an opening, and they are going to commit the 3-man push for B. But Drox is here, looking for this angle. They're going to quickly find Lucas. Could be something where they can get a full plant and try to go for the defense.
Try and go for the defense. Let's see. It's their time to shine here. Really going to be a tough one to figure out whether it will be. Still, they hold firm here. What's coming out 2v2 now. Down to 1 in just a second for either side. Oh, the reload going to be their worst nightmare. And Luke and Jordan managed to pull through in the end. Wow. UOM still on track. There's no map point yet. It's UOM's time to bring it back.
Alright, like that was a very big round for UAM. They got everything that they needed in order to push for a full reset here. RMIT. Drox is going to follow with Lime. The best weapon in the game. Lots of bullets, you just have to buy it. Here's the big nade coming out. Lime is still a little bit too far for this one to be hitting, but Lime is going to be holding the line with Drox. Like, you do not want to be rushing into here. If I was someone playing CS and I knew the enemy, just kept on purchasing negatives here and there. Oh! There's the pop! Oh no! The flash! Drox! That's not what is supposed to happen. Never mind! Like, completely jinxed them. As there is going to be a full plant, and probably the full round for UOM.
And we'll see if they can manage it. Bomb will be trickling its way through now. Holding it steady, the last 2 remaining CTs. Big pressure on their shoulders. I really don't think they're going to go for this one now, to be perfectly honest with you. I think they're going to be sitting pretty. I'm going to go for an exit, maybe. Otherwise, just hold back. Be comfortable. We'll go next into the next round. There you go. Shots come out there, but they don't eventuate towards much, unfortunately for them. But that's okay. Going to be happy to press on into the next one instead. There's more endeavors ahead of them.
Well, it's good. It's good that UAM was able to cleanly defend all of that, all the weapons, not dropping anything, and get a plan. This ensures that they're going to be able to have as much things as possible for the next few rounds. But never say never. Look at Lime. Look at Lime's weapon of choice. This man does not care. He just keeps on rolling. Yep. Cool. So if he doesn't get any kills, you're going to be saying around the world, baby. Like, that's just what we say when it comes down to the Wild Wild West. But at the same time, it's a rather contained run from UAM. They are gonna give a little bit of respect, knowing that RMIT has forced into a buy. Obviously, they win this one. Great, RMIT gets another economy reset. Not much that they can really force into unless they want to go into a poor man's MP9. But yeah, it's a rather contained play as Lucas gets mollied off, but that is not completely mollied off as he is going to be saved here. That nade also doing a little bit of a wonders back, and they're going to find massive 4 kills all around. It's just going to be Luke 1Gs. This man just wants to survive with his weapon, and Lime tried. He saw him, he goes, give me an attempt. As Luke 1Gs going from the boilers, he is busting it down with Drox. And Lorca is here for the trade. Quickly jumps down, and yeah, there's nothing you can do.
Nothing they can do there, and they will be on track for map point here. RMIT only need 1 now in order to lock this map in. It's going to be a big time ahead of us indeed. I'm curious to see if they can do it now or whether UOM have a bit more gas in the tank here. Ready, stall things out, see. We managed to get a little bit more control in this one. Still plenty more for them to do, plenty more for them to play for, but it's all going to come down to this. For a slow approach towards Banana early on, just trying to hold back for a second. The teams do have the lurker with the other side of the map as well, but the Negev certainly making themselves known in mid there. No one game to go into this one yet.
Alright. There is a little bit of bait thrown by RMIT, and UAM haven't really pulled the trigger onto B just yet. They do have dominance on Banana, and they're just trying to go for a setup. I'm not sure what the call with Luke 1Gs and Al Qaid want to do just yet, because they are trying to... I guess they are trying to scope out what the situation is at A, right? B could definitely be a trap that they don't want to buy in because there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of util. The more you buy into the light, the more worse it gets. Drox was spot this one out. There is the opening. Things could get a little bit dicey as Levine is going to quickly rotate and have a look what the situation is, as there is going to be... No? There is no call. I'm very surprised there's no call at B.
Oh my gosh. Can't believe it. Call it, but they are going to call the shots there for taking out their enemy, taking out their teammate. They don't care. It's all working out right now. Still, a little bit more to do here, but it looks like Lorca, faster player, will not be able to supply them with a recovery here. UOM find 1 more in their favor. Only 4 rounds between them now. Between them and a possible OT for that matter. See if they can make it work or whether RMIT will be able to get the job done here. These times are going to be the ones that they live for. Round 21. Trying to do something here. Full stack up from RMIT. It is Nade City. Oh, they've reaped the rewards. Look at that. They've already found 2 kills, Richard. They are going to be traded back hastily, but they get a lot of benefit from that. 3 kills for basically investing next to nothing. Not too shabby, Richard.
Not too shabby at all. When you force the other side to start purchasing, right? They have to work from the downside, right? UAM still have 3 more rounds that they have to catch up to. And every round, like if they lose every round like this, they're not gonna be able to purchase quite a lot of things, into round number 23 or even round number 24. But as we come into round number 22, it's a very interesting one. It's a 4-1 buy right now. A little bit of damage onto Lucas. They do want to set up this Banana wing, and they are gonna get it. The nade is gonna be okay. Takes a little bit of damage, but the damage is permanent for RMIT. As they're gonna lose 2 players, they lose the side. And this is UOM dominating this side once again. I think they're finding their groove. Like, they've got this B completely locked down. The rest of RMIT don't want to be donating anything. Minus Lime. Like, Lime can go and just go for the full hunt by himself. Gets anything, that's great. But yeah, like, that's it. This is going to be a closer game now. Like, we were thinking that RMIT was going to run away with it. But all of a sudden, we're looking at a 12-10 potential.
yeah, it's looking like we could actually get there in just a second, which is quite scary to think about, really, but you never know. I feel like it's great that RMIT knows they have the discipline to hold back here. You know, they've still got flexibility in rounds to an extent, but whether they can hold themselves composed to close it out, that's going to be another matter entirely. And UOM, they're holding on for dear life, like make or break every single round, and they just managed to push it over the line.
Oh, let's see if they can continuously to push for the next two. Lime picked up the AK that Levine was able to provide through a kill. 2 more rounds. UOM have to hold. Continuously hold and just work it, right? They have their full buys. 952 is in a great place with the AWP. Looking at Luke 1 GC on Kai to continuously pop off with wild intel. But any mistake will cost them dearly. And RMIT, they're no strangers to try to surprise you with just pure finesse. And, well, you know, they are going to be giving that little bit of respect. Lucas, on a scout, they are going to try to find the way and deny this B. They said, alright, you know what, you've had too much fun at B. We do want this control at banana, so you don't get it for free. And so a lot of utilities are going to be invested by both sides, just completely in denial. Meanwhile, at A, you can see Living and Drox, they both had a look. They are going to push back onto the site. One a hole, one as it's just going to be checking arch. Like, there's not too much that you need to be working around with. And yeah, like, I guess this is a situational play. That first kill is going to be very important. Oh no, Lime. If Lime gets taken out in this fashion again, it's going to be disastrous.
Couldn't agree with you more there, Richard. It can be very disastrous, and we'll see if it is meant to be here. Time is of the essence at this point, isn't it? Them deliver whatever result at this stage. All or nothing here. Will break once again. Let's see if they can manage to compose themselves accordingly. They are just holding that smoke steadily now. True to themselves. Have found at least a few kills, looking for more. The trades coming out left, right, and center. Jordan last player standing now, but just like that, it's all over. They finally managed to break through, get the job done. Here we are.
Yeah, massive GGs to RMIT for holding in the end. But hey, look, I give massive credits to UOM. Like, I did say that they're a team that's continuously start to gel week after week. Luke 1 G's Al-Qaid really fragging as hard as they could while I was following. But I feel like 952 in that situation didn't get the best of his performance when it comes down to opening. Like, the man was on it barely. But once he did get onto it, he was able to assert that pressure. But you know, you lose the early frag in the beginning. There's no support for him, and there's nothing you can do. And I felt like those rounds where they kept on saving the AK or try to proc with the AK from the beginning, it's a rather tough one to be swallowing. But nevertheless, it's a great match coming from UOM. And with that being said, we're going to quickly go into a BRB. Welcome back, everybody, to the AEL University Elite Series of CS2. We have an interview from the man himself, Lucas, representing RMIT. How are you feeling, buddy?
Good, I'm good. How are you guys?
Fantastic, mate. Fantastic, and it's a pleasure to have you on. Honestly, we love to hear from your team and just all the different personalities. And I got to say, I was going to be worried for you guys heading towards, like, let's say the midsection of that match there, and I feel like there's got to be like a round or two where, I don't know, I just felt like there was a switch that flipped in you guys where Lime hopped off the Negev. So I guess, can you give me some insight into what you guys were thinking and feeling as things started to get a bit closer?
Well, I mean, obviously last week we lost, so you know we like to do like to have a little bit of fun, but unfortunately sometimes the fun has to come to an end, and we do have to lock in and focus up and ensure we get the win, just so we can make that playoff.
Yeah, hey, look, absolutely. That was, yeah, well, you know what? Last week was a little bit of a surprise. I suppose, with Rofoko like leading as well, he probably would have been shocked and go, "Oh, guys, what did we just do last week?" But yeah, locking in, you guys gave us an Inferno. Like, what was the thought behind the vetoes?
Well, initially I assumed James was playing, and James is Rofoko is really good on in banana. He's really good. I've seen him in scrims just absolutely annihilate another team in banana. So the idea was he'd be banana and playing tonight, but he's come down and he's sick with something, so that's why I wasn't able to play tonight. And yeah, we had to make do.
Yeah, and I suppose branching into that, who did end up being the in-game leader for you guys? Like, was it an easy transition for them?
Honestly, it was just a mix of everyone just driving in. It was really just one person. So it was alright. Bit of me, bit of Grox, bit of Lime.
I mean, I did have a joke about it. I was like, well, if Mr. Lime was the one to continuously call the shots, everyone's going to be buying the gifts, right? But, excellent to see you guys back on form and on top. And we hope Mr. Rofoko himself also gets better. Like, James, please get well. So we can see you back in action with some more Indomie Mega Ring as well. But with that being said, congratulations. You guys did quite well. We didn't think it was going to be too convincing of a victory, but it definitely was. You guys held on to the confidence and the stride, and can just tell. So, massive GGs.
Thank you.
That's that. Really great to get some insight from one of our players once again there. Always a pleasure to get somebody on board, to represent their team and just get a scope of how they're thinking, feeling. Obviously, circumstances change. Sometimes you don't play with the roster you think you're going to play with. Like when we had the sub in our first match, and now playing without Rofoko in that one. So, it's great to see the adaptability of the teams there. I think that it's definitely, pretty impressive to see how teams are able to complement themselves by adapting over these circumstances.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we're going to our, final match of the night. It is going to be Monash against UCID. So, representing on the side of Monash, you got 5+1, Justin, Mob, Zach Joe, and QCCCC. And on the side of UCID, you got Park Rang, Mur, Starry, Pog, and WS. Like, we have seen, both rosters start to play really well. We know Monash has always been able to pull ahead because this roster has been coming together. It's been in the last 6 to 12 months in the making, and they have been making strides. Like, we never thought Monash was able to offer such different kind of plays throughout last season to this season. But here we are. We're standing at a Monash, getting a little bit of reminiscent of the old Premier teams back in the old CSGO days. And on the side of UCID, still hunting for their first win. Right, we have seen UC really try to get ahead, trying to get some form of play going, but it hasn't really worked out just yet. So, all eyes upon what UC players have for this week, and we really want to see just exactly how much more they have left in the tank, because If they say, in the beginning it was just a little bit of a sandstorm, now we can finally see, then we have ourselves a match. But if all the exhaust is pumping out sands, then it's going to be a rough one.
Yeah, it definitely could be a rough one for them, and I'm really curious to see who's going to be able to come out on top here, because like you said, there's a lot of pressure on USID to deliver a result, right? Because I think they're the only team which hasn't been able to pull ahead this season, but honestly, Monash in the same, right? Like, if they manage to pull ahead with a victory, then they also might be able to pull ahead with some confidence and, let's say, some good results there, but it really depends. I feel like if Monash can win here, they've still got, I guess, a bit more of a chance in order to try and advance forward towards that, top 4 or 5 position there. But if you said stir things up, who knows? I think there's definitely a lot to consider here.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So we'll see if they're able to close out with a number 1. But as things are all going, it is a very heavy favorite on Monash for tonight. So there's definitely the challenge going back to USID. I'm still not convinced when it comes down to the synergy just of yet, because I know they are good players themselves, right? Individually, USID on paper, it's a good team. Unfortunately, that good team hasn't really elaborated enough where, all right, X does X, Y does Y stuff, and Z does Z stuff, right? It's sort of like the planes are all crashing. It's not like, the 1D, the 2D, the 3D. No, it's like, the 3D XX, YXZ, like it's all a little bit of a mumble jumble where they trip over each other as of now. So, all eyes upon them. As we go into tonight, like I know we are slowly waiting for this. The players are just warming up. We are ready to have a look at what we're going to be getting for the final map. And look, it is Vertigo. Like, it's not it's not aim, it's not it's not meh, it's not it's aim. It's good.
Yeah. Ready to get the glaive out and see if we can find some potential success here. I think that, yeah, there's definitely a lot of confidence on a map like Vertigo. You really got to hit your shots on this one, play around your strategies, and curious if USID are going to be able to do that. Because, definitely quite the time ahead of us, to say the least. But, I'm confident that they can do a lot of great things. And I think if they do manage to take this one off Monash, then, yeah, this really could spell trouble for their position in towards the top 4. Because right now, it's a bit of a mixed bag. You've got RMIT and UNSW sitting towards the, let's say, the top at the moment. But definitely curious to see how things go. Looks like we do have a last-minute sub in as well. Sturban is going to be playing for Starly this time around. So, unfortunately, Starly not going to be in the server. It is going to be Sturban taking their place this time around. So, unfortunately, going to be subbed out there. Looks like, yeah, just a little change up there. But that's okay. Hopefully, all is well heading into the future. But, yeah, I'm just keen to see what the standings look like, to be honest. I reckon Monash definitely have the capabilities to keep their position in that top 4, but you never know, man. You never know.
Yeah, like, I think one of the biggest point out was that Monash was able to close out towards the top 4 in the last Elite Series that we've had. But, this is after the first 2 rounds has already been counted, okay? So, guys, this is not the one from last week. This is the updated one, where you see UNSW taking that 3-1 lead with a round win and a round loss difference is huge, right? If you have a look at RMIT, they also have the 3-1, but the round win, there's only 2 rounds difference, but the round loss, there's 12. Like UNSW today, they came in, they did not want to lose. They just said, we lose the 2, and then we take the rest. And, that's all of ours. They were hungry. And right now, Monash, they are mixed solid on that 3rd position. If they lose this one, then Adelaide University can definitely sweep him under the rug. And that's something that they can get into this one. But, it's still a very big difference where Monash has to give up a lot more coming down to it. Like, if the round loss is the full on and they lose, that is the worst situation that they can be in, where, Adelaide University might be able to, try to get their best onto the next one. However, with all that being said, that is still, very theoretical, all hypotheticals, right? We don't really know what's going to be the full place coming in. You see, it's a rough time. We want to see the number one at least coming out somewhere, sometime. They have to convince me with this Vertigo. Like in the beginning, it's not an easy Vertigo to be playing in. It's a very tough one where they have to go full stride and go ham straight in. And Vertigo is one of those maps where you're ahead, you stay ahead, and you just sit on your advantages. But yeah, never say never.
That's exactly right. Never say never. Anything could be on the cards here, but speaking of the cards, we'll see what's going to be happening. Yes, unfortunately, just getting the players into the server at the moment. Hopefully all should be well on a Vertigo soon, but need to admire those skyscrapers once again. Maybe it could be the skyscraper you're building, Mr. ZK, in the future, Maybe you'll be Mr. Monopoly, building your own skyscraper. Who knows? But no, definitely keen to see how things go there. I feel like if, let's say, CS had similar things to, let's say, other games out there, I'd be curious to see what, like, a evolving map type scenario would be. It's like how in certain fighting games you can kick people out of the map and then you end up on another kind of stage. I feel like it'd be interesting to see if something like that happened on like some of the CS maps. It's like out of nowhere there's just a bulldozer that knocks down the building and then you have to somehow stay afloat or something crazy like that. That'd be a fun little scenario at least. I don't know.
Hey, look, why not? Like, we're always looking at a possibility of CS2 getting more of a mix-up, right? It's always the possibility there that you can look for evolving stages and just really play for, like, what you do know is going to be changed into the next round, so you have to prepare an extra side option just because it gets broken or you can break it, or like, the old door mechanics, right? Or you can get an extra lift mechanic here and there. Like, I can see it. I can see the attraction. It's just that will Lord Gaben allow it, right? That's the most important thing. Lord Gaben, he doesn't build mega structures because he's already year one. He builds mega yachts. So maybe we will get an evolving yacht stage where it's being played like that. That could be very interesting of an aspect. And sometimes you'll see, like, maybe you in a movie reference from Sharknado, like on the side, like, chomp that. That would be cool.
Yeah. Could be, We'll end up riding in one of the cars, like in Half-Life, Put that into a CS map. Have like a car chase scenario there or something. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know. Maybe you have your own little go-kart. Yeah, you get to run someone over to take them out. That'd be interesting.
Wow.
Maybe not.
I still remember that mechanic. I remember there was a few custom maps that had my cars in it. Like, it was big maps, but like, still it was a cool mechanic. I wouldn't mind to see some of that, shenanigans. Maybe in like unranked, like, at least bring that in. I thought that was creative. It was fun. It's just that now I feel like CS is taking itself a little bit too seriously. We need to loosen up. Just play to the crowd. Right, you know how CS crowds are. We're all very loose people, very enjoyable. You just want to have a good time. Everyone's like cheering like no tomorrow, cheering for the wrong thing. Not having the greatest vocabulary as well. But at the end of the day, it's the best kind of crowd that we want to get into it. So, with that being said, though, it looks like we are still just waiting a little bit more. The tech issue is going to be fixed eventually, but we're almost there. That's just the way we are. Almost.
On the tail end of it. Hopefully you've all had a chance to enjoy some Indomie Me Goreng in the meantime, as we are going to be getting into the fold very soon. And I'm curious, what's your flavor or favorite flavor of Indomie Me Goreng? Is it the traditional flavor? Is it hot and spicy? Is it something different entirely? Barbecue chicken satay? What is it? Let us know.
My one personally is the chili one, because I really like the spicy version. But because the whole family, I'm the only one that eats the most chili option. So I'm trying to train everyone up, but everyone's on the original. Where now I've been taken along But you know what I do? And I'm going to say this once again to the people that don't believe into it. Crack an egg and put some sriracha sauce in it. Like, oh man, it kicks down so well.
Just adds flavor, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's just the culture, man. Gotta add flavor. Add flavor. Take the wisdom from Emperor ZK, everybody. Man knows his food.
What would be
all I'm
your
saying.
favorite flavor? That's it. Like, what would be yours?
I'd say traditional, or maybe the one with the blue packet. I think that's barbecue chicken. Either of those. But we're live into the game, and now thank you so much for your patience there. We are getting into the knife round here. Monash, unfazed, ready in the mid. First kills will go to you, Sid, though, and it looks like that's going to be the round. So they get to pick the side here. Where will they decide, I wonder? Probably CT. Yep, I was right. And there we have it. So we're going to get underway right now.
Okay. Let's see you sit on Vertigo. Like, this is different. We have seen Monash play a pretty good Vertigo in the past, but I'm very interested to see what Usyk has to say onto the table. Winning the knife round means that they get the early defense to scope out what Monash has. If Monash, gets the opening 2 rounds, they can snowball to maybe 3 and 4 if they, get really well with a snowball. It's the early utility-wise that they are praying that they can't access into the site, especially at A. But there is going to be this shootout right now eventually as they are trying to clear out this mid. And they are just going for the full play at B. They take down 2. And you see it. Right now, they are defending quite well, I have to say. They're not really dropping too much. WS is going to get completely dunked. But he says, no, I refuse to go down. I'm going to take those kills one after the next. It's on a triple. There's going to be the play from Pog as well. And this is pretty much Monash being stopped. All of them try to commit into a massive B. And it's just going to be QCCC. Like, he needs to advance forward. He sees one, he takes him out. Not too bad. Sees the second target, and he's going to go for the push, trying to pick up the bomb, but no! Nothing's going to be given, and that is UC taking the first.
That's right, taking the first, bursting on to the scene there. Looking solid while doing it. Up to see it, but still plenty more for them to do as well. Definitely eager to see. This is going to spell getting 4th for them, but still, like I said, early days yet. Let's see what they can come up with out of this state of calamity, though. There is something positive, something sinister. Good util usage early on, though. Try to disparage any efforts from their counterparts here. See if they can back a little longer. And that they will. Park Rain. Good to drain them out there. Exactly the kind of momentum you need. I'm going to try and speed ahead for your team there, but saying that, still plenty more to be done here. Monash already down a player. Doesn't mean they're down and out, though. With these Tech 9s they've picked up, there's confidence that can come into play to get a kill or 2.
Gotta be careful right here. Oh, quickly comes out. Nice swing. Takes both of them out. And so Justin, he has no info. There's nothing to play for. Zach Joe takes 1 at least. But yeah, this is a 1v4 rough battle. He's trying to get anything done at this moment, but the man is playing at a disadvantage. You see it. They don't have to do anything. They just have to hold, wait for Zach Joe to come out by himself. He has no info. Zach Joe blindly plays into this one, and there is the full pop by WS, and that is well done. So you see it. 2-0, they cleared the initial opening, which is great. It means that they get the early utilities, they can completely shut them off. The rounds are going to be super slow for Monash. And this could be the bonus round that they can get lucky with. Like, this is the best optimal setup starting at CT.
Yeah, exactly right. I think that they've definitely got the optimal setup there. They can look to take opportunities here, see if they can manage to push themselves to greater heights off this one. It's really good chances for advancement there. Seeing what reality has to put into play. Already going for some shots on the ramp there. No one could really get too much from it yet. Still, early days. The end, right at the minute. Shots at the last coming out again. are trying to hold them back, though. CT is good to have that forward pressure there. They know they can't allow them to slip through. Taking a bit of punishment as a result, though. So, be forced back for a second there. Good to at least hold the line a little longer.
Alright, this is all the utilities that they're going to be buying. Right now, Monash is starting to close up. They want to get this urgent access. Hog, meanwhile, is going to be the first one. He swings up, a 5+1 already ready in action. Pops his head down. Mur, meanwhile, gets straight into that one. Park Rank needs to back up, waiting for his team. Sturban pops his head out a little bit too fast, but WS gets one to return. Pays a lot with his life. And now Park Rank desperate to try to convert something. MP9 in hand, working with the utilities. Got to be careful. The smoke coming in. They don't know just yet. Now they do, but QCC is going to get Park Rank down. And now it's just going to be up to WS. But doesn't have to do anything. He's just going to save. And that's Monash up onto the board.
Up on the board and ready to draw their swords here, WS. Forced to just hold back. Can't really do anything into the rest of this round except save their M4. At least they've got a bit of armor with it as well, so if they do keep that into the next round, they can draw on that a little bit, which is good. But what else is good? It's getting control of rounds here, and the side of Monash will be happy to put themselves on the board there. Decent way to kick things off for themselves, but still, long journey ahead yet. Only the beginning for both teams here. Very curious to see which team will be able to pull ahead towards the sweet conclusion of this one. We press on in regardless. See, they can gather control, gather their strength. Just to draw the conclusion now. 5+1 holding around the corner. Might actually be spotted if they hold there longer. Park Rain. Good crouch peek into it. Does drain them out. To do a little more. They can gather themselves for their teammates here. And put themselves in the driver's seat. Mur have to cause a stir here.
Causing the stir. He's praying for something on that one, but it's not going to be happening. Park Rain also trying to just equalize this one, but not in that kind of favor. He wanted the advantage, so he thought, alright, maybe that was my time, but there's some Monash. They find the angle, they find the bomb. Server trying to close this one, trying to deny, but he's going to be shut down with that AK. It is an expensive round all around. WS has a nade. Unfortunately, it's only going to be thrown. Oh, wait, he gets QCC. Oh, WS holds on. And he has a kid. The man holds that last bastion for UC. That was crazy. Denies Monash the victory. And I think Monash didn't really want to give that one up just, in a frontal fight. If they decided to, just go straight down after fighting the nade, would have had a better chance, but, you'd see we'll take it.
Oh, they'll take it. They will take it straight to the bank there. Another round on the board for themselves. The economy is still good, though, especially after getting a plant down as well. They're not going to be too phased by what's occurred. Early molly as well, or incendiary more rather towards the B stairs there. Good to hold the T's back a little longer. No early pushes. Mur's angle, though. I think this is going to be really big. Look at the timing right. Like right now. Oh, it could have been so good. That flash absolutely ruined them. Park Rain now has a bit more pressure to hold on into this one, and they're already getting dinged. This is problematic. Monash, they're looking to track well, and they haven't even faced them head on yet.
Oh, gotta be careful. You see it. They want to hold on to it, but Paul gets tagged with a scout from 5+1. That is great shots, but no! Zach Joe is going to take Park Rain into the trade. Now it's a 4-on-2. This is such an important moment. UC needs to desperately hold on to these guns. They don't want to be giving anything if WS gets a little bit more, right? Can be, yeah, he gets it. That's a great shot. Takes down 5+1, looking for the boosted scout. Doesn't get anything for the play. The smoke is right here as well, and WS is buying plenty of time. Sturban is gone though. Never mind. The rotation is going to go through for Monash. Mob finds the perfect site. The setup is going to be clear. It's just unfortunate. WS cleared an impossible task. He didn't need to play that one, right? But, he still did. 1-on-4, taking down 5+1. denies the full access and now have to go in blind 1-on-3 with the AK. No utilities. I think the man just save the weapon, like go for an exit kill. Oh, even then, I'd say just save it. Don't worry about it. I know he says he wants to fight. And yeah, I won't blame him. It's going to be 3-2.
3-2, what you gonna do? Another round filled with chaos. Come through there. WS last player standing. At the bare minimum, they can keep the AK, but unfortunately they're confident. Going to be stolen away by their counterparts. I really admire how Monash managed to bring themselves forward into this one. Taking control, managing to just pretty much stroll right in and do whatever they please. Really impressed. But we'll see what else they are going to be able to achieve. Heading forward into this next one now. The one round between them here. Lots of opportunities. Either maintain the lead, or steal it from either side. But let's see. Player is going to be able to make their mark early. Mur flashed out. Able to push in just yet. Knows they're around this corner though. Knows what they have to do here. They start stirring into chaos themselves.
Got to be very careful how they activate right here. And there is going to be a play with the park rank, but he's going to be just fine. He's looking to get a dink. But there is the push. There is the full push. They haven't really pushed it out just yet. Great place to take out Zach Joel. Crucial that he was getting that one through a 4-3 situation. MP9's in hand. They can look to defend a little bit more as they are spraying against the AK. Mur takes a ton of damage. 5+1 and Mob. Wow. 5+1 quite low, but Mob is down. They're going to deliver some AKs into their hands, and that was great. I got to be careful. You want to be keeping it. The rest of UC, they're going to be rotating. They have smelt that this is going to be the final play from Monash. Hulk is going to make sure that there is no way that they're going to be coming down to this. So the rest of Monash, they have no choice. 20 health, 5+1. 17 health, Justin. They're going to hunt down Mur. Oh, looking for the second one. Could have been dangerous. Park rank, very close right here. There's going to be the smoke. 5+1 pushing through. There is going to be the full play. The plan is coming all around. They are going to deny, and that should be it. No plan for you, sir. And you sit up the 2 rounds.
Up the 2 rounds and managed to hit the ground running. What a journey it was in order to get there. But you said managed to put themselves together on track for a pause as well now. Monash not going to be happy with that at all. Rise and fall, it's just such a seesaw of a game at the moment, isn't it? But we'll see what else is going to be on track here. As both teams have shown those glimmers of hope.
Okay, I think there is a current pause, which is okay. On the side of Monash, it's unfortunate. Their 2 gun rounds been completely denied. Right, it's a bit of a yikes moment right there, especially since that they had the early agency. I feel like the Molly didn't really push Park Rain off the B side, and that turned into a disaster fight for them. Like it was clear as day that what Monash was trying to do, but what's also clear as day is that UC was able to completely punish them and just completely corner them as well. There's no retreat, so you have to push forward. And all the AKs being given over. Like, it's a rough one, right? Especially when they invested into MP9s, they work out with AKs. 2 of them, in fact. And now, this situation is less than ideal as Monash trying to take their way out. As they are going to try to go as fast as they can onto the ramp. They don't care. There is the opening flash. Serban, meanwhile, is going to be camped down here with WS. There's going to be the miss. And I guess they will be trading. It's a 2-2, make it 3-2 play for the side of Monash.
Sure is, and it could get even better than that. They managed to hold on their confidence a little more. Another trip around the seesaw, it would seem. Bomb goes down though. To see if they can manage to string something else into the mix here. And keep themselves composed. Put something together out of this one. Definitely stuck with curiosity. I'll wait. See what they can do now. players pushing straight towards this site already. Parkrang is down, and 5+1 single-handedly does it all there. Incredible stuff, as always. Keen to see if they can do it all over again into round 8.
I actually can't believe that Monash was able to completely clutch that one. I don't think UC was prepared for such a fast ramp rush, especially since that wasn't the greatest flash. Right? If we had to go by all means, that wasn't the greatest rush as well. But the timing was completely perfect from Monash. And so, the guns are up. There's going to be the play. Hog, he might get the superior drop right here onto the angle, but 5+1 is not going to be pushing the issue. They are going to take out WS. He finds a perfect angle, 5+1 being baited right now. Justin is gone, but Parkrang completely out of here. And so Pog, there was the bait. Unfortunately, doesn't get the kill. And now the rest of Monash knows exactly how to play this. Pog, try to get cutesy with it. It's not going to happen. 5+1 is quite solid when it comes down to it. And it's just going to be UC, I guess, playing the mousetrap. If they find something, it's great. Mer's at least able to retrieve an AK in this situation, but he's not going to be able to hold it for long. So we're all of a sudden tied up with Monash catching the fast ground.
All tied up. And it just gets deeper and deeper, doesn't it? The plot keeps thickening. Keen to see if they are going to be able to hold it on a steady here. Take the lead themselves, Monash, or will UC manage to strike back? It's all going to come down to this moment. Let's see if they can do it now. 5+1. Holding around the corner now. Does manage to double it up in the beginning. CT's pushing in a little too close to the sun there, and they get punished. Justin jumping in on the train as well. They found a lot of damage so far. Only Mer and Pog, last two standing now. And Monash, they're just holding straight to their guns. Pog, though, does at least find one kill back, so at least they're tracking to get some form of recovery here.
Yeah, that's a early punish. Mer, meanwhile, also walks into 5+1, who picks up his third kill, looking for his 4K right now. They are going to try to deny Pog to carry over that AK. They have a rough idea, because losing Justin means that the player is going to pretty much stay around the same corner when your whole map has no information. Yeah, there it is. Zach Joe is going to be the one to take him out. And Monash, they overtake the lead, right? It was all UC, and UC was getting round after round, and it was starting to show that they had the early momentum. Things that I didn't mention before was being done correctly. Unfortunately, it's a really rough outtake where they try to rush out with the MP9 and then get completely caught up by 5+1. Like, 5+1 is prepared. You run into this man with MP9 and he's got a gun ready to play, it's a different story. Justin Mules has an AWP. They are going to be looking for the early duels. Yes, they are going to be pressuring as much as they can, but Mob gets taken down by Parkrang. It's a great opening.
Great opening. Could get even greater in a second as well. They are going to be holding that gap. Yeah, ooh, W's! Does manage to get the shot on a Zach Joe, though. Giving them the two-man advantage now. Not going to be onwards to more. Well, I speak too soon. Justin does go down. No more AWP shots coming out here. Just going to have to hold it out a little longer now.
Oh. Can they do this? Monash is still smelling a little bit of victory right here, QCCC. Looking. There is the full play by QCCC. Is going to find the angle first. Does he know there's going to be another player? Parkrang quite close as well. There's the smoke. 5+1 is gone. 3-on-1. QCCC holding on with this smoke. They all know where he is. He is just hiding. They're trying to find him right now, and yeah, he put himself into the corner. Like, there's nothing he could have done in that situation. But I'm not sure if that's what they wanted to do. Despite they do have the superior economy, they could have still played it slowly and have the two guns saved over to this round instead of trying to go for that angle. But, you know, who am I to criticize when Monash has, you know, much better players than what I can do, right? Like, all these players is better than me. And the way I see it is that I feel like the play was a little bit disorientated.
A little bit disorientated and could remain much the same. Kills coming out on both sides already, though. does favour Monash in the end. Two players holding a mid now. Sturban gets shot down. Park Range trying to peek around the corner to get one back. They're now spotted by Mob though. And that's going to be number 6 taken by Monash here. Definitely cutting it fine there, but they do manage to hold themselves together. And will be able to take it to the halfway point. Now, you said they play to tie it up, or otherwise it's going to be 5-7 at the halfway point.
This is a rough one. Monash was down 4-2. Now they're at 6-5, completing their side before the switch and threatening 7-5, especially since his MP9's flying all around trying to find this one. As the early kill is gonna go to the way of Monash. Sturban is out of here. They take the A control. Zach Joel taking out WS, and now it means that they have to play for a little bit more. QCCC gets taken down by Pop, which is great, but he's now also stuck in that utility usage, which is fantastic. Worming was is going to be checked with Park Rain. It is traded, but unfortunately, it is 3-1. Justin having a little bit of a problem jumping into. He's fighting an unusual enemy. Height, right? Doesn't make the jump, and now Mur trying to find it. He gets the first one, but Mob instantly takes him out right after the trade. It is now 7-5. We are getting a pretty good match. This is quite close. And now we'll see if you Sid can do the same thing on the opposite side, because we gotta remember, if you're good at defense, you gotta also make it up with your offense. So you Sid, all eyes upon you.
Yeah, all eyes on you to see if you can pull through, isn't it? We'll see if they are going to be able to deliver here. Bigger test to their metal for certain, but still curious to see how they perform. Heading in to the next part of the piece now. They creep up mid here. In the push over sandbags. Already spotted from the CPs holding in the connector there. Have injected themselves onto the site now. Looking good for the minute. Still plenty more work to do. Still, to get the kills though. Should be good for a plant, maybe even too good. Park Range raining them out single-handedly. Doing everything. But they finally get themselves back as well.
Here we go. Here's the clear. WS needs to stop tapping the heads, but QCCC sees you. He has the 2 gun barrels aiming down at the head, and it's going to be the plant and the diffuse, which is good. It means that both sides is not going to be gunless until the next one. If UC wants to press on to the pressure, they definitely should, by the way. They will be doing okay, right? So you can get a whole bunch of max and get a flash, get a few flashes, and you should be able to rush up M. Like the ramp play is okay. And hey, the first tactical of the night. Yes, please use them. Guys, you are allowed to use your tacticals. If you don't use them, you're basically throwing away chances at potential competitive plays. Like, it's good to slow down, especially since you don't have enough to go around with. Discuss what you want to do. Monash, meanwhile, they are gunned up. M4A1S, M4s, MP9s. They've got the nades. They've got all the flashes. They got the smokes. They are ready to play for this one. You see it. Has to think about the commitment. Is it worth it for them to force it with max, or is it just going to be, you buy, 2 flash 1 smoke, or 1 flash 1 smoke? I think it's going to be the 1 flash 1 smoke coming from Park Rain, who has been doing quite well. Like, the man has been performing month after month. So we'll see, if they get a little bit of a miracle plan.
Yeah, they're going to need a miracle. They want to keep themselves up and alive here. Curious to see if they can make it work. It's going to be a true test here. Test to what they can do, but let's see if they can make it work for themselves now. T's taking it nice and slow up the ramp now, seeing if they can manage to scope things out. They do already meet face to face with Justin, busting in here to get the job done for themselves. See, can do even more. Just need to creep up here, Mob. Holding back. Let's see if they can do more with it. The T's hold steady.
Okay. This is a rather slower push. They're going to be given the room to be playing into this. It's a nice little bit of a corner for kill. 5+1 able to hit. They do so much damage. And now Park Rain with a fantastic headshot, making this really painful. But he's going to be taking down Zach Joe down to 7 health. And now up to Mur. The man has 5. He's trying to do it. They do find a lovely headshot onto QCCC. He just wants to plant. The man just wants to plant. But Mob is going to just reload. They do hit the tap. But that's the fake tap. Oh no. I feel like that situation, if Mur just went with his guys and said, please guys, just give me that plant, he would have been given it. Like, that's, you know, it's an unfortunate situation. And yeah, UC gets fully denied. Although they did do a lot of damage. I will say that, you know, it is going to be a full recommitment by the side of Monash. Yeah, they do get tapped out here with the full guns. You see, he's going to have some breathing room at the least for the next one. So let's see what the aggression is going to be at.
Yeah, we'll see what the aggression is going to be at, as they are going to be holding towards the stairs for the moment. I like this more drawn back approach from the CTs as well. Don't get too close to it. They give the Ts a bit of room, but in saying that, kind of like a trap waiting to be snapped, isn't it? Speaking of, Justin has been snapped out of the game by Pog there, but their teammates made a similar fate. Sturban, a good way to open. Traded by Mob, though. See if they can capture a few more players, because they have at least a couple to deal with. They might be worrying about the wrong place, because already W's takes the W's up the sandbags. Leaves it up to 5+1. Left to do it all, but they will not rise. They do fall. You, Sid, take control.
Okay, this is the best moment for you, Sid, right? You get the guns, you didn't drop too many players, and now you have the AKs intel, and the other side has nothing but pistols. This is the first one to be quickly, like, you know, go straight in, ace aside. You know, it's the fastest take that you should be getting. You should not be taken down. And now it's a stack. Park Rank, he's going to be open to a party here, and it's going to be traded. And now this should be the work guy for you, Sid. There should be no doubt on the rest of their mind on what they're going to be doing right now. But they are going to be taking their gunfights. Justin is gone, but he's not the one with a gun just yet. Mob is the one that they have to be careful of. Gotta be careful, and there it is. The AK is gone. Most of the threat should be eliminated at this stage, as they are going to quickly secure the bomb as well. Zach Joe waiting for the flank, does see it, but it's not going to be enough. QCCC, too late, and W's don't give him the chance.
And no chance at all going to be given there. And it will be 2 rounds between them now. Just keeping it close as always. I love to see it, honestly. Love these close games. Get closer. Closer the better. But still got more of this one to play out now, and really curious to see how it all goes down heading in to the remainder of this one. W's get shot out there. Pog somehow died as well. Don't know what happened there. Maybe falling off the map or something. Very curious to see. But hey, it's great for Monash. They're going to be 2 players up without doing much at all.
This is the Vertigo. Oh my god, Mob gets a kill on Park Rang as well. They came into this game with nothing. Servant is gone. It's up to... Oh no! What is happening? It's a clean 5-0. The ace is crazy. What was that, you Sid? You were on top. You had the momentum. One... Whee! Became the worst play of that round in number 17. I don't know what to say. But you see, like, is it excusable? I don't know. But I really need them to wake up to this one, because they had that early lead and now they have to work for it again. This 3-round advantage giving back. QCCC with a molly to deny the stairs. Gonna be backed up to the pole. It's fine, but it's just... that was disastrous. I've never seen such disastrous things happen to a team that needed something so desperately. Park Raimi hasn't been spotted just yet. Council takes a massive kill, but it's going to be traded. Zach Joe, meanwhile, trying to go for the hold. Molly's going to be around. Mob for the backup, looking for anything else. There is no further play to be made. as W's is going to chuck the flash. They want to recommit into a different side. Perhaps that is the way that they are going to be playing, but we shall see what's going to be the reroute.
Yeah, we'll see what the reroute does direct us towards, won't we? Still going to be plenty more possibilities on the cards here. Plenty more. Dude, I'm just going to hold steady a little longer. See if they can get some momentum up the ramp here. City's around the corner. Ready to send them packing, and they do exactly that. You said back on track now. Ready to engage. CT's pressure's on here. See if they can deliver some results.
And Mob in a great place. Does hit W's, but W's is not going to give him any of that play. And yeah, it's a great bait. So, yeah, we got confirmation that Pog was trying to throw a smoke and fell off the map. Okay, so now that's exactly what happened. When you're looking up, trying to,
man.
right, for the lineup. And we have seen some pretty crazy stuff on Vertigo. We've definitely seen ones where, you know, people get flashed off, smoked off, mollied off, or just jump off because they were trying to go for the boost. It's always fun. But now we come to a unique situation where there's a force buy coming from Monash. They are looking to try to, I guess, make something out of this round to deny. And there is going to be the stack. You see this here. Oh, well, that nade! Whoa, okay. That was a very, very good nade. Finds a ton of damage all across. And now you see it. I believe that they are slightly tinged.
Yeah, slightly singed there. See. Else they can look at it to deliver here. Sturban. Good opener there. Looking to see if they can do a bit more as well. Just hold as steady for the moment. Good nade comes through. Mob. Trying to crash ahead. 5+1. Goes and takes him out there. So 4v3 favouring Monash for now. Baiting the defuse as well. The T's reveal themselves, but the flash is great. Keeps them on. Maybe not too long though. Spotted around the sandbags. It's over and out. They try and go for that defuse. Are they gonna have time though? Oh, it's a tough one. Right, down to the end. They should be alright though. Just in time. And it is A-OK for Monash. 11 rounds locked and loaded now. One more round is all they need for map point.
Oh, let's see what's gonna happen. Right now, you see the economy being reset back once again, but they are able to at least afford the Galils with AKs and one Mac. Not the greatest utility usage, however, this is still fine. It's still in a position where they can definitely contest and do quite well. Just a good reroute is more than enough. They've been having really good activations at B. I gotta really admit. Like, you give Park Rang this guy just a little bit of breathing room, the man is gonna think like no tomorrow. He is being able to show that off quite well. And look at that! Just as we say this, Park Rang delivers another fantastic kill onto QCCC. But he's gonna try to check the smoke where 5+1's all too ready to be fighting, as the rest of UC is gonna try to make a play for the ramp.
Yeah, try and make that play for the ramp there. See if they can set up base camp. Does work out. Justin, good for 2. He's facing some problems of their own though. Still, a bit more to be done here, but back show. Pressure's on as well. The T's press up. Would be a problem, but they're looking to fall back. B-side could actually be the play this time. Go towards Mob instead. I like Mob's pretty versatile position on top of the sandbags there, where if the T's come through mid, then there's scope on them. If they just come direct up the stairs, they can also look to pace them out. So definitely an abundance of opportunity here, but not much time. I think the CTs are realizing this restructure of their approach, because they've already got another one in CT spawn there, ready to react. Zach Joe in the back line. Great. Now Mob gets spot on one, knows another could be nearby with such limited time, and that they are. Map point locked in for Monash.
You see it, you were doing quite well. You did a fantastic play. But right now, it's rough. Money absolutely in the dumps. Oh, it's such a hard one. That they needed that last one so bad, and Monash denied them completely. And now with AKs, with M4A1Ss, like they got MP9, they got overwhelming amount of buys. UC is relying on a miracle. They need this miracle to come alive. 5-man stack. They're gonna try to make a beeline for the stairs, where all of them is trying to dead. But QCCC there for the trade. Spraying and praying. Mob is gone as well. This is good. Zach Joe is good for the one. Molly to deter them. Remember, very limited amount of utility. Can't spell the doom for UC. They are going to be popping this one. It's up to Pog trying to find something with W's. He's trying to run away. W's find a kill. But they lose. Pog, yeah, that's the bomb. That's the bomb. Oh my god. That is the worst possibility right now. And that's going to be GG from 5+1. What a hole by Monash. 13-8 as they close out tonight's final map.
Amazing work coming through from them there. Finally, their hard work pays off, pays dividends for them, and they manage to reap the rewards. Incredible result there. A very hard-fought endeavor, and I'm just so curious to hear what they have to say about that match, because that was crazy, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There was some moments where it was a little bit questionable on that vertigo, but nevertheless, there was moments that really took us back. It's like, oh yeah, that's right, we're playing vertigo. Like, you know, you don't know what you're going to be getting. Sometimes you will get the greatest opening. Sometimes you get denied that greatest opening, and the map just evolves, right? It goes from well planned to no plan to I have no idea what I'm doing to falling off the building, everyone getting flashed, everyone getting burnt, and then we're going A to B, B to A. Like, come on, someone give me something. Like, that's just vertigo. I'm just going to chuck it up to that one. But hey, look, you know, I did say UC was slowly coming together. Park Rain was the player to really open this one up, and he shows as how he, you know, his end game was really on point.
Yeah, it was really on point, and definitely keen to see how on point it'll be into the future weeks of our wonderful competition as well. And I think, as I've always been saying, you know, we're just seeing a great evolution of our players all through the weeks here. I think they've definitely done great work, just really pushing ahead to do whatever they can, really. And yeah, I'm keen to see how their transformations continue to progress, heading forward in it towards that future as well. You know, they haven't even reached their final form.
Oh well, yeah, transform goes like yeah, oh, I can deal with an arc like that. And so you know now we have Monash up one more, right? It means that they are able to edge out and stay within that, I believe, the top 3 bracket. Whereas UNSW, RMIT, and now Monash, and it's good. We're in a place where the bottom teams are slowly starting to gel together and slowly like improving really well. And then you have the big boys, and now they're contending. It's not like, you know, coming in, oh, you know, the best of the best stays on top. No, it's every one of them struggling, trying to get, you know, as much points, as much rounds as they can get. And then they all have a bad week. And then the tables are all like, I guess, thrown out. It's thrown out the window. It's like last week we had UNSW lose a map, and then we saw RMIT lose a map, and everyone was not expecting it. And it's just like, whoa, what happened? Like, this is really serious. Like, welcome to the big show.
Yeah, welcome to the big show, and that is exactly where they are. Big welcome with open arms, eh? As is the nature of CS. I feel like any team that faces RMIT gets a nice big warm welcome with the Negev every week. Special kind of welcome. Yes, we love to see all the dynamic personalities from all the teams here. Definitely keen to see the insight from this last game that we casted as well. I think, yeah, I'm curious to hear about how things paced out for them there and what they were thinking, just how they were approached. I guess the back and forth nature of that series is so intense, and I feel like in a way, you know, you said definitely surprised with what they were capable of heading into that matchup there. I was really impressed with how they were able to keep themselves in the match for so long.
Oh, I feel like we need to do UC some justice here. Like week after week we've seen them play. It has gone from bad to now a little bit more normalized. Remember, like if we look at it, it's 6 teams. They're battling the best of the best and trying to win them out, right? I think they had a loss against Adelaide, where Adelaide was able to take one away from RMIT. Like this is all different, and now they're not being completely cleaned 13-3 or something. It's 13-8, where they actually threatened to actually win tonight's map over Monash. So I wouldn't count them out just yet. Right? We just need a little bit more support and elaborate plans coming from UC where they can manage the economy and the gains a little bit more better. And obviously the angles, right? If Park Rank decided to say, all right, let's spend a few nights of this week just to dedicate to how we play and plan out despite its exam days, it's still going to be good, right? And they will see a drastic improvement. And Monash, right, clear to their name, 5+1 with all of the rest of his team like Zach Joe, I think they're in a great place. They're in a fantastic place right now where they're able to threaten an agency, where they get the early picks. As soon as they get the early picks, they're able to play aggressive. And they don't care if they lose the weapons, even if they say, all right, you know what, we don't want to play this. We don't want to be losing 2 extra guns over in a 4v2. But they say, no, we're going to be okay. Let's test the waters, see what's going to happen. And they've done quite well when it comes down to it.
Yeah, they've definitely proven themselves, haven't they? Really showing that they're just doing the very best that they can. Like, yeah, it's been a very mixed bag, I suppose, of games tonight, hasn't it? We started off with a real quick, convincing one from UNSW there, 13-2. And then it was just pretty close for the rest of the evening. Like, it really goes to show that the top team at the end of the season is, or the top teams, more rather, at the end of the season is very up in the air. I don't know who's going to finish first, second, third, or fourth place for that matter. Like, I feel like RMIT, UNSW, they've been pretty solid near the top, but I don't know. That can definitely change, especially given the nature of these games. Yeah, anyone could end up ahead at this point, Richard, and I'm very curious to see who will end up ahead for that matter.
Yeah, I think if we, a little bit reminiscence of Elite Series Series 1, Season 1, we saw UNSW was pretty much the clear winner week after week, how they were able to also hold the number 1 spot away from RMIT, where RMIT had to do the lower bracket and to eventually go out, to win it all. Where UNSW, they got knocked out into the upper bracket and then they got completely bashed out. Like, that's something that we might just need to consider. But yeah, it's just, you never know when you lead series. Like sometimes you lead series, it just goes to show that like, even though you're the most wildest player or the greatest team out there, you might not have a guaranteed spot, right? That could be the biggest thing. It's like, yeah, you might be the number 1 team or the number 2 team, but if you look down, number 3 and 4 are very close in tail. They're not that far, and they have been, getting some really good name players. Like, say for example, if we look at, let's see, let's look at Adelaide University. We have Shog, right? If you look at UOM has Four 952, and then you have a look at UC, you have Park Rank, right? These are players that are all doing quite solid, so never count them out.
Never count them out. But speaking of counting them out, we are looking at our standings right now. Updated, it is UNSW on top, solidifying themselves in place number 1 there. Number 2, RMIT. Ooh, barely. I'd say, based on the round differences there. Holding on to second place. Monash in third place there. RMIT obviously ahead by the head-to-head there, but Monash in third place there. Adelaide in fourth after taking the 2-for-2 scoreline there. So, UOM, 5th place. 1 step away from potentially tying things up. Who knows? USID, unfortunately, in 6th place there. Curious to see how that changes over the remaining weeks here. But that is going to be fun times ahead indeed. Just a note, unfortunately no interview for this time around, but that is A-OK. We'll get insights from the players next time instead. But
Yeah.
speaking of good things, Mr. Richard, I'm going to talk about some of our favourite things right now, and that is our sponsors. So, without further ado, we want to talk about AGON by AOC, the gaming monitor partner who provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs. Big shout out to AGON by AOC. Their monitors are awesome. I got one right over there, and it is sick. Check them out. Trust me. Reliable, last for ages. They're great. But next up, it's Indomie, the noodle partner. Made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices, a plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. And, Richard, I think there's one more thing.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is one more thing. That is. I thought that it's AEL here. So if you do like our activations, make sure to follow at AU Esports League across all of our social medias to keep up with the activations and everything that we do, because we have Rocket League, we have Overwatch, we have CS2, and we always want a lot more. But that's pretty much it for the rest of us. I hope you enjoyed tonight, and we will be back on Saturday with some more, but of course next week, Wednesday, Thursday for Rocket League and more Elite Series to have some more fun. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope to see you once again. This is MCK and Matty for the AEL. We'll see you very soon. Peace.